Get started. I am excited to get back to this thing. So
Dude,
we're
like
a little we're one short for a bit. Barry the Bugbear Bagel is going to be coming back uh, in a bit, but currently you guys find yourself in Tahira. You're currently sleeping after having quite a bit of a day, uh, looking around town, figuring out some things, buying a world map, and finding out the lake is poisoned, killing a guy in a bar. That was interesting, and meeting Gilliam Strongback, the owner of the bar, very agitated, agitated dwarf, a little older on the older side, and yeah, you guys spent a good time going around, getting a feel for the lay of the land sort of deal. Met a couple of locals, one of the yokel locals. Wow, I can't speak. Local yodels. Man, that for me it's really hard to say. Apparently,
Local yokel.
You okay?
yeah. I don't know why I can't say that. Local yokel. Yeah. We're to say that way. Okay. Yeah, little on the slower side, and he's telling you that the lake was poisoned. And remind me, Dante and Vid, did you guys fail your con saves? I think you did for when the thing exploded on you, right?
con saves? No,
Yeah.
I don't think it was survival.
Yeah, when you try to open the coconut.
Yeah, when the
it
coconut
popped in my
exploded on
face,
both of
yeah.
you. Did I have you guys roll
Yeah.
a con save?
No,
Okay,
we didn't.
that's fine.
You
Uh,
just said
Yeah,
to
okay.
roll to make a little hole.
That's fine. I want both of you to go ahead and pre-roll a con save. For some reason, I didn't have you do that. I don't know why.
I was concerned.
You should still be concerned. So
I'm gonna die. 20
no,
poison
you're not
damage.
gonna die. Yeah, you die at level 3. Yep, done. Yeah. So basically, you guys went around town. Barry ended up finding some old we'll say old veteran of the adventuring genre. Is telling him tales and stuff, and eventually he just got fed up and punched the ground, and the guy kind of like tiptoed away, sort of deal. Some very interesting stories coming out of that guy, but you know,
Okay.
the only
blanked
other
out,
real
sorry.
thing that I think I need to mention is Tav grabbed one of those red gems that was underneath one of the stands from the guy selling him the map.
That was Doc.
Zoc, sorry.
Oh.
Good lord. It's gonna be a rough day for me, I think. Zoc,
You
not
need
Tab. Zoc.
to drink some.
grab-
So
Yeah.
we're gonna turn this one to Zav.
Zav.
Going now.
Or talk. I like talk. All right.
Oh.
So yeah. So basically, we're picking up right where we left off. Everyone is going to be taking a long rest, and that is everyone except for Nat, Dante, Barry, and I think it's just Dante and Barry are in the very nice room that you learned was the assassin, the guy that you guys killed. Everyone else went up to the second floor and is resting in some sort of like barn makeshift in place with yeah, it's pretty
Hostel
pretty,
room.
Yeah, hostel room is a good way to describe it. Low end hostel room. So everyone falls to sleep, and after a couple hours, Nat, you wake up, and what do you do?
Before I go to sleep, can I
Oh.
do something?
Yes.
I would go and knock on Vid's door.
Wait, it's all like isn't it like a big gathering?
Yeah, it's a big gathering.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
like
but-
a common
no,
room with
but-
a bunk bed.
Yeah, Dante is actually downstairs with Barry in that nice room.
Yes. Oh, real quick, I throw Constitution save, right?
Yes, Constitution save.
Okay.
I do mine already.
How many rooms are there? I thought like
There's
Each of us have a
essentially
room.
no. There's essentially 2 rooms. There's one big room at the very top that takes up the whole top, and there's one
bottom.
nice room at the bottom that Dante and Barry are in, that the assassin owned.
never mind then.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, this should be interesting. Yeah. So, all right. Anyone else want to do anything before they sleep?
I wouldn't be that guy and just say that I was the cat that take up the whole bed.
Yeah, you certainly try, and Barry just kind of like lifts you up and like maybe puts you into a corner on the bed.
I know, right?
Yeah, you just like you start starfishing out on this, and he just like slams your arms back together. But,
nope, not dealing with
yeah,
that.
nope.
Yeah.
I would fair wager that at one point, if you continue to do that, he probably pushes you out of the bed.
I'd zap him.
Yeah. All right, so everyone eventually gets comfortable and falls asleep, and Nat, after a couple hours, you wake up and decide you need to take care of something. What are you doing?
Yep, she's going to, for starters, put her armor back on because anytime she's out and about, she puts her armor back on.
Okay.
And then she's gonna head out, kind of into the market. She wanted to sleep for a couple hours because it was that kind of like 2 o'clock hottest time of the day.
Yep.
When you had said most of the town kind of shut down because it
Yep.
was so hot.
Absolutely.
But she's kind of hoping there might be some people starting to mill around again at this point. She's got a couple things she wants to do. One, she's taking the helmet of the gleaming armor set with her. And she's gonna try and see if she can find anyone in the bazaar that's like interested in magic items.
Oh yeah.
To be able to find out what's the possibility of selling that armor set. Because she's getting a strong impression she's probably not going to find anyone here that could. Anyway.
Well, you guys haven't really.
Town for that.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't actually looked around. No one's actually looked around for a smith or anything like that. But I mean, it's a fair assumption, I would say.
Right. The other thing she's going to do, she's going to keep an eye out for that the dwarvish caravan.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So yeah,
There's already been a favorable interaction there for her. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second here, and oh no. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you go out and around town and get your armor on and get ready and head down, climb down the ladder with your armor, and make your way back around town. And it is roughly around 4:30 right now. You can see all the people that had been out. It's still not nearly as busy as it was in the morning when you guys were out, but there are becoming more and more vendors out and about that are starting to set up shop. A few new shops have come up, and a few of the other vendors have come back from their rest. And as you're like looking around and stuff, you do actually find Bofel, the part of the leader of that dwarven caravan. It looks like they have started to set up shop, and I will just circle the. There. It looks like they've actually started to set up shop like right here,
Cool.
getting some of their wares and stuff set up, which as you saw earlier is mostly perishable items, food and water stuffs, as they're getting prepared for that.
Okay. She would wave and sign in greetings if she can catch Bofel's attention.
Yeah, he sees you and just like, I mean, he doesn't really wave you over, but if you're waving at him, he's amiable. He's agreeable. Just kind of like waves and goes back to what he's doing.
Okay. Since she sees him, she'll go over to him first before continuing to look around. Try to get his attention and see if he's got a few minutes to spare for some conversation.
Okay. What do you go up and say?
She would sign at him and ask, "Hey, can I talk to you for a bit?"
I don't remember. Was he fluent? I don't think he was.
You didn't say he was fluent per se, but he was able to pick up on some of it and
Gotcha.
like was actually able to sign back at her previously. So
Okay. I'm making a note of that so I don't have to ask again. Okay. So you go up and you essentially sign hi to him, and he kind of he looks up and catches part of it, and kind of stands up, as straight as he can as a dwarf. And, "Aye, lass, what can I do for you?"
like, what can you tell me is going on in this town? What's going on with the water? Why? She kind of motions at their wares with the perishables and everything. Why is it?
He kind of doesn't catch all of it, and you see him kind of make this confused look, and he kind of it light bulb goes off. You're looking to buy some of the wares, eh?
Good luck.
I'm no to that. Kind of sighs a little bit and pulls out her notebook so she can write her questions instead. She was hopeful and optimistic, but she realized, okay, let's not push it.
Yeah.
So she'll write out the question instead. Hey,
Okay.
what's going on with the water here? Why is bringing in food necessary right now?
Well, I can't say that I know why. All I know is that the town has sent out a request for aid for water and food, and we were happy to oblige.
Okay. Who should I talk to about finding out more with the problem?
You'd probably want to address one of the lizard folk. They seem to be on top of things. And he kind of like taps his weapon when he says that, in kind of a maybe not nonchalant way, but almost as if he's saying that they're not in charge, but they're kind of in charge, if that makes sense.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. And she's probably familiar with that kind of tone of
Right.
how things are run.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. Like, what kind of wares does he have?
It's a lot of it is water. They carried a lot of water with them, which is heavy, burdensome, part of why everyone's price gouging. They also have food rations, stuff like that. There's a few weapons that they have for sale. Looks like dwarven-made weapons. They seem somewhat knowledgeable. Based on your previous encounter, seem somewhat knowledgeable with weapons in general.
Okay.
But it's really mostly food and water.
Okay.
Like things that require water in order to produce is the kind of food.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Can you point me? Is there a local smith that you would recommend?
He thinks for a moment.
Since you've been here before.
I do believe that there is a local smith, and he kind of chuckles a little bit, like derisive, kind of.
Yeah.
Dwarves.
Yeah.
If you
That would be very familiar with that attitude.
yeah, if you head back to the entrance of town, and he kind of describes this building right over here, the big stack over here.
Okay.
There's a smith over there, little halfling fellow. It goes by the name of Tomlin, and
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And he may be able to take care of some of your weapon questions. Of course, us dwarves, we know a bit about weapons too.
Of course, yes. She'll nod and sign that. She's not going to take the time to write that part out.
Yeah.
That's easy enough to convey across. Well, in that case, would you have any interest in some enchanted armor?
Oh, enchanted, you say? What sort of enchantment?
She'll go into her bag that she's got with her and pull out the helmet to show him.
Well, that's a nice helmet, but what's the enchantment?
She'll describe, best we can tell, it doesn't tarnish or rust. We found it in an old ruin amidst a bunch of other stuff, and it was in perfectly gleaming condition.
He grabs a handful of sand, and he chucks the sand at the armor, the helmet that you're holding. And like he's looking real close at it when he does that, because based on what you're describing, he has an idea.
Well, she wouldn't be holding it. She'd have had to set it down. So
oh well, either way,
she's got it like setting on a table.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, either way, he's dumping like dirt, sand sort of stuff on it, trying to get it dirty.
Yep.
Woo, that is a nice piece of armor. Where's the rest of it?
Back at the inn at the moment. It's a bit difficult to carry all at once.
Aye. That is if you're not a dwarf.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 You give a mildly indignant nod at that.
All right. Well, if you bring me the whole piece, I might be able to offer you something. But I'm not just buying a helmet.
Understand that. Was just curious what sort of price you'd be looking at.
Well, I don't know. I got to see the rest of it.
That's fair. Well, farewell for now. We'll probably be back.
Aye. Aye, lads, back to work. Stop lazy about. He goes back to work and yeah.
She takes the helmet, puts it back.
Okay.
And she would probably go and check out the smith, just because yes, there is a smith apparently. So
yeah, you get closer to the building, and as you get closer, you do kind of recognize you would probably actually recognize the smell of a smithy as you're walking past. And yeah, as you get closer, you definitely pick up the familiar scent for sure of burning metal, burning coal, that sort of deal. And you do actually see the building, and somehow you all missed it on your way in, just looking at everything. Kind of like it's not a very big sign.
We were also kind of
yeah.
We were also kind of exhausted at the time.
Yeah, pretty much. You do see a very small sign for the smithy, and it's just like very nondescript, easily missed even if you're looking for it. Just not a very big sign, not a very big smithing facility, just in general, which is obvious because run by a halfling. Yeah. So there's about a 5-foot door that is closed with a little sign above it that says Smith's Shop, SMIF apostrophe S, yeah, Smith's Shop. And yeah, do you go in?
Well, does it look like it's open, or?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. You could see smoke billowing out from the top as you were making your way there.
Okay, cool. Then she'll knock on the door and kind of maybe push it open slightly to look inside.
Okay. There you go. You make your way inside, and you do see a small halfling. Even for halfling stature, he looks small. He's built like a rock, though. He's about 3 foot even. And he looks to be entirely muscle from head to toe. He's got the football neck, huge Popeye arms. He is built He is ripped.
Okay. All right.
And however, he is frantically hammering this very large two-handed weapon onto this tiny-ass anvil with a very small hammer, and he is just going to town like ding, 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 just hammering away. He looks frantic, but he seems to do good work. As you're looking around the other equipment on the walls and such, they do look pretty good, actually, despite everything else that you've seen so far.
Is Dean here by himself? Does he have any apprentices or anybody?
He is
with
by
him?
himself.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, man, he's
All right.
built to last.
Okay. She'd probably stand there and just kind of watch him work, because she has a decent respect for smithing folk.
Yep.
Having done a bit of that work herself when she first joined the Blood Axes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
So she'd kind of watch him a bit, take maybe a closer look at some of the weapons if there's some that she can get a good look at the workmanship and everything. So.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some fun weapons on the wall. You kind of, as you're perusing over, you're like, oh, that'd probably be good for some of the other party members. That sort of deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk up and say hi?
Okay. After a little bit, if it becomes apparent he's a bit too engrossed in what he's doing to notice her waiting, she'll kind of step forward a little bit closer and try to get his attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you say? What do you say? What do you do?
Is there a counter or something that she can knock on loudly or?
Yeah. So the building itself, there's it's
a bell maybe.
Yeah, like it's a basic smithing shop. So there's weapons kind of on the sides of the wall. There's a counter towards the back, and you can see off to the far right. There's actually a what do you call it? The heating place? I can't think of the name right now. Where
Forge.
Forge. Thank you. There's the actual forge actually in the building to the far right, where he's taking things back and forth and hammering and so on and so forth.
Okay. Probably just knocking on a counter probably wouldn't catch his attention because it wouldn't be loud enough.
Nope.
If there's not like a bell or something that she can use, she's probably going to use her whistle, her signal whistle, and just kind of blow it lightly to get his attention.
Okay. You blow it lightly, and he doesn't look up.
She'll blow it a little bit louder.
He looks up this time, and he just he gives you like this really gruff looking face. Even for a halfling, it's you would recognize this face like, I'm freaking busy, man. He just looks up like, I will. I'm a little busy right now. If you come back in a couple hours, I will be more than happy to help you. But I have to finish this sword ASAP. So please, just come back in a couple hours.
Okay. She like raise her hands and back up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Curious. As he's moving about doing whatever he needs to do, can she kind of like look and see if there's any way she might be able to assist him in some way?
Not without interacting with him again, and he looks pretty frantic. He's probably gonna shun you if you try, but you can certainly try.
Okay. Nope, that's fair. If there's not anything that immediately jumps at her, hey, this is something I could do just to help him out real quick. If she's aware some smiths are like, no, don't touch my stuff. So
yeah. He is not giving you any indication that he wants help. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then in that case, she'll head out and remember, okay, come back and check this out later. I think that's the gist of what she wants to do right now, and she'll start heading back towards the inn unless she spots one of the lizard folk that looks like they might be maybe not just one of the regular patrol types, maybe one that's more of a leader type among the lizard folk, if she can spot someone like that?
You actually don't on your way back. You actually don't spot
Okay.
hardly any. There's like one, maybe two, and they look hot. They look very, very uncomfortable. Like they don't want to be out in
Okay.
the sun.
Okay. Good to know.
So you make your way.
She's not going to push her luck with them.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not going to push her luck with them just yet right now, and she'll head back to the inn.
Okay. You make your way back to the inn. Everyone gets their long rest. When would you guys wake up? Let me get to where's my thing here?
When do we sleep?
So you guys fell asleep at about 2 p.m. So if you're doing 8 hours, that's 10 p.m. So I'm wondering if you guys would wake up a little before that.
No, man, I'm taking my 8 hours.
Okay.
All right. Are we just going to get up in the middle of the night then, or what? Or just sleep through
Well,
the
I
night?
don't know. Well, I don't know about like waking up in the middle of the night because you don't know if there's gonna be hey, I'm gonna go stabby on you or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Um,
You've already been attacked by an assassin once.
that is true.
I've been attacked with that once.
So I guess I'll just go down the list. Well, maybe not go down the list. Is anyone waking up before 10 p.m.?
I mean, Taff kind of wants to wake up like 9-ish.
Okay.
When do these people eat dinner?
I mean,
Good question.
normal time.
I think
That's my
9ish will be a good time to wake up.
Okay. I'll still make sure that you guys will still all get your long rest if you want to wake up at 9. That's not a problem. I just wanted to.
Would I get
None
it
of us were
if I
staying
woke
up
up
for a
at 8?
watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Any chance that I would still get a long rest if I woke up earlier?
Okay, in that case, I'll wake up early then.
Okay.
Because I thought I was gonna be exhausted.
No. I'm
Like,
gonna
I
give
was
you guys
thinking
all your long rest.
8.
Okay.
Just like,
8's kind of
Oh.
pushing it. 6 hours is like. Yeah, that's pushing it for a long rest.
oh, okay, then no. Then yeah, fuck it, 9.
Okay.
I was gonna say 6 hours, man. That's my long rest in real life.
Right.
No, dude.
Yeah,
My
right.
long rest in real life is like 14 plus, not even
Right.
kidding.
Oh man,
But your
that's nice.
your
It's
real life also
horrible.
doesn't involve lugging around armor and walking on foot everywhere and all of that.
Yeah,
so-
that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Well,
Those extra
Yeah,
2
so
hours
far,
make
it's
a
not
huge
too far
difference.
I call it my
I
short
delivery
rest.
drive. It's not too far off.
I guess that's true.
You
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say you guys wake up at 9. That seems to be the general consensus. So you guys,
That works.
everyone upstairs, you guys wake up at about 9 o'clock, maybe just before 9. Kind of feeling pretty groggy. You get up and as you open your eyes and get yourself, it's still fairly light out. It's
At
it's
night?
not
What?
not
Good to know.
yeah, it's not pitch black. But there is still a little light. So it is dark. It's just not dark.
2 suns.
Remember,
I forget.
guys,
Two
two
suns.
suns.
That's
Think of
right.
Star Wars,
yep,
okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Forgot about the 2 suns.
yep. So you guys do get up. It is a little light out. It's not overly dark. It's not overly black outside. And you guys are able to get yourselves up and together. Does anyone go down and get Barry and Dante?
Nah.
No,
F them.
I think I woke up. I'll just
I
slap him on the
Their
head.
nice room.
Okay.
Nat's
To be honest,
getting
I
up,
really
putting her
wanna
armor
go.
back on again, kind of watching everybody. So.
Okay.
To be honest, I want to go to Barry's and Dante and kick the living shit out of the door and tell them we're being attacked too, just to freak them out.
Oh my God, Dante! From a dead sleep, you hear this. We're being attacked.
I hope he throws a fireball at the door.
Dante, what do you do?
There's no such thing as friendly fire.
Uh-oh.
Well, the door is still closed, so what do you do?
I mean, I was gonna say my initial reaction will probably just gun at the door with whatever magic just comes to mind, just like, pew, 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 but like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you'll get us kicked out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I'm just gonna slap Barry awake. Since he seems to be the biggest man there, so I can hide behind him.
Oh my god. Yeah, Barry is actually still asleep through that. And you slap Barry awake, and Barry just kind of like groggily. What? And he like gets up and like doesn't even pay any mind to Vid, who's still banging on the door, and walks over to the door and opens it, and just you see this 8-foot bugbear looking down on you, Vid. What do you want?
Good morning.
He just
And that's it. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave. And
He just
I
slow
just say that.
blinks.
That's it.
he slow blinks as you walk away. Yeah, the two of you are awake now. So everyone's awake. You guys are able to get yourselves together and down to the common room if you so choose. Where would you guys?
Okay.
Yeah, where would you guys head?
Well, I was going to ask, from what I melted last night, would I be able to guesstimate how many water skins I'd be able to fill from the water I have?
Yeah, roll me a D20, just a flat
Yeah,
D20.
Probably not going to actually sell anything because I realized I don't have the large scale situation for it. Let me say D20.
Yeah, D20. God, I love pizza.
You right. Dude, have you tried
right.
deep
Yeah.
dish?
So you had all of that ice set up to melt while you were sleeping, and because it was so hot, in fact, it did all melt. However, some of it actually evaporated. You're only able to fill up 6 water skins at most.
Okay, well, I'm going to fill up the one that I have, the 2 that I bought, and then offer the rest of the 3 water skins worth to the innkeeper, strong back.
Okay. Gilliam. Yeah. So how do you
Gilliam.
offer this to him?
I was like, hey, good morning, or good evening, or whatever y'all call this at this point. I told you I'd bring back your pots and give you some water, so here you go. It's not a lot, but all yours if I can get my 2 copper back.
All right. That's very nice of you. Here's your copper.
The pots
He's-
are also nice and clean.
Yeah, yeah, they are nice and clean. And he gives you your 2 copper back. And he looks very puzzled that you're doing something so nice for him. He's waiting for the other shoe to drop.
I'll look at it. I was like, well, no, there's nothing to it. I mean, if you want to help us out while we're here, like room-wise, or at least me, you know, I won't be sad about it. But you know, that's up to you.
Aye, there's the rub. All right. Well,
No need.
we'll see. We'll see. Perhaps we can work something out. And he gives you a bit of a
I
wink.
appreciate it. I give him a wink back, like way more exaggerated, just like ah.
He regrets all of his decisions.
I hope he's like city boy.
Yeah, basically.
He face palms immensely.
Yeah, so the 7 of you are in the common room. There are quite a few more patrons than there were earlier, and you can see he has actually mended that one chair that was broken. It's all wrapped up. You can actually still see the dried blood on it, and
Oh my God.
he's put it back together. And there's actually a patron sitting in that chair right now, drinking a pint of dirty ale. But he takes the water and he actually takes it and puts it away. He walks down below the counter as he had done before, and he puts it away. I guess saving it for later.
Mm-hmm.
So you all are in the common room. There's about 10 patrons in here. The place is packed, as far packed as it can be. With the I think there's like 3 tables, maybe 10 chairs. I think probably one person is standing. I would say I'm gonna say there's 9 chairs, 10 patrons, one person standing, and there's 3 tables. It's a very disheveled common room. Bar
So
room.
no space for us then.
There's no space to sit. No.
Okay.
I will sit there. I'll ask them. It's like, so now that we're a little rested and all, what's the deal with the lake? What's the deal? What's going on here?
Why do you care?
Because why not?
Yeah. Why do you care? One of the drunkards next to you asks.
So first you became the water vendor merchant here, and now you care about the local water system? Who are you?
Well, first off, I never sold any water, so I didn't become the water vendor. I just gave some basically for free.
What does that make you?
It makes me someone who's just interested, and maybe we can make some money out of this.
Maybe the town's willing to pay someone to fix their problem.
This is why I like Tav.
Nat will nod and point at Tav when Tav says that.
Oh, you think you can fix the water? That's funny stuff.
What does this guy look like who's talking to us?
Oh, he is about 6.5 feet tall, pasty white, and he looks to be oddly enough a high elf. And he is about 10 sheets to the wind.
My dear lad, why do you question our ability to handle this problem?
Well, nobody's been able to fix it yet, so why should you?
Because we are not anybody.
That's right, you're nobody.
Nat raises an eyebrow at that.
That's the drunk high elf talking.
I tell
Okay,
my familiar to get to him and pull his chair.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go ahead and have your familiar roll a strength check. Vid, what were you gonna say?
No, I was trying to say this outside game because I'm not gonna do it, but since he's still gonna do it, I just want knock his ass out, just make him go sleep. But I'm not gonna do it.
Alright, you're gonna pull the chair out. I'm actually gonna do a
So that's a 2 minus 2. That's a 0.
He's probably gonna succeed on this, but I just want to see. Yeah, okay.
He's an imp.
Yeah, so he goes to. Well, he's also drunk, so that's why I wanted to. This was actually a contention check for me. Your imp goes to pull the chair just as he wobbles, and he does get a bit of leverage, but he wobbles and he's like. And wobbles right back towards the counter and manages to stay on the bar stool. Oh, you're funny looking fellow. And he's looking at the imp. What?
No, he's invisible.
Oh, he's invisible. Okay, never mind. That was weird.
You can see him. He's
That
getting
was
drunk with
weird.
him.
It's like someone pulled my chair. I don't see anyone.
Anyway, before I forget, this staff, and I raise the staff up.
Uh-huh.
This one is useless. No, I'm not talking to the drunk guy. I'm talking to the party. This staff, I have no use for it. If someone wants this, I'll be happy to give it to you.
What staff is it again?
Basically, it makes bird noise,
Oh, okay.
and I can already do that without the staff. So, I think it would be useful for someone else.
Can I have it?
Nat just kind of shrugs.
Yeah, it
All
sounds like Dante wants it.
Yeah, here you go, creepy gnome. Can I give it?
Wow.
to
You call
Dante?
him a creepy gnome?
Bruh. Can I just give him a little shock once I grab it for being
Yeah, for
mean?
flavor. For flavor, yeah. You as you hand the staff off, Zoc, you feel this tingle come from Dante's hand, and a like static electricity zaps your finger as you hand this staff off.
I'll remember that. All right, game plan.
What?
Find out
What
more
the
about
fuck
the
do we do
lady.
here?
Shit. Can I? Where is? We're all in a common room, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The tap room
Cool.
downstairs, yeah.
Cool.
Nat's gonna look for whenever Gilliam comes back upstairs and try to see what's available to eat.
I just want to learn. I mean, grab more gold so I can learn comprehend magic, or something.
Okay.
Shit.
Anyone else?
I have a quick question about the game.
Yep.
In every game, there is a guild, like in Dungeons and Dragons, right? When you go in the guilds, like there's wanted posters, hey, capture this guy or kill this guy, you earn money or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there
Job
something
board
like that?
sort of deal.
There's potentially, yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
I guess I'm surprised no one even asked that.
Well,
Since
Or
we're
a
low on
small
cash.
town.
yeah, it's a small town.
True.
That doesn't mean they don't have one, but no, we haven't asked.
You haven't asked and haven't seen.
Yeah, we haven't asked.
Tav is very interested in finding the leaders of this town. We know the lizard folk are the ones like keeping everyone in line, but who's calling the shots? So yeah, when the barkeep comes back up, Tav is definitely interested in talking to him more.
Okay. Are you guys all waiting on the barkeep? It sounds like you are.
Can I make some
Yeah,
conversation
basically.
with our fellow party members?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. All about the roleplay, son.
Hey, Luno.
Yes.
Could I borrow 4 gold off of you? I want to learn this scroll.
That's quite a little bit. I can give you a gold.
Well, you see, I wanted to learn the comprehend language, and I could tell you what's on that ring.
Okay, this isn't Barry, this is Dante. Oh, okay. No, I'm a little bit more okay with that. Yes. Yeah, here you go. I'll give you.
Wait, now I'm wondering, who did you think that was?
I thought that was Barry for a second, the bugbear, the voice.
Wait, what?
The voice
Excellent.
throws me off because I imagine a bugbear having that voice.
Yes, that's why it's hilarious.
Yeah. So it throws me off every time, and I'm always forgetting who's who. But
Sorry about that,
yeah,
Lino.
yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. That's the reason I was like, I'm not a big fan of Barry right now. No, I'm not giving Barry money. But yeah, I would like to have that back eventually, but here you go.
No problem, thank you.
And then I will proceed. Hey, fuck you, man. I keep my word. I want to get you back for fucking with me in the morning. It's too late.
All right. It's coming. It's coming. All right.
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, you get the 4 gold from Luno. Is everyone else
do you
waiting?
Do you tell me that you want to fuck with him later on?
Nah, I just keep that to myself, but as like an outside the game thing.
Because Pebbles of Darkness are fun.
Yes, they are.
Motherfucker.
So is Shocking Grasp.
Yikes. All right. Well, before this devolves too much further, yeah.
Into PvP.
Yeah, Gilliam all of a sudden shows up, just behind the bar, and he kind of like looks over everyone in here. What are you all still doing here?
Food.
Oh, food.
What's for dinner?
Well, you're in luck. We had quite a bit of food show up earlier today, so yeah, you're able to buy some food now. And he kind of like chuckles at that. And as you're looking over what everyone else is eating, Nat, you recognize this food. This is the food that was brought by Bofel and his band.
Figured that much.
We should have robbed them.
Oh, Tab. So yeah, if you want to buy food, good food, it will cost 1 gold.
Ugh, no.
Per dish? Per meal?
Per dish, yes.
What does the not so good food cost?
The not no good food, that costs what it cost before, and it is definitely not no good. I believe it was like 2 copper. Something like that, but it's like salted, dried fish that, things that don't go bad, basically. Taste isn't really there, but it'll fill that void.
Question: do I still have my scorpion meat?
Oh yeah.
We ate it.
Well, I think you guys ate it when you were in there.
Is it in your
Sick.
equipment? I don't know if you kept track of your
That's
inventory.
why we didn't need to go through rations that night.
Yep.
Mm.
So yeah, anyone who wants to buy
ate the ration.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to buy the nice food, it's 1 gold. Anyone who doesn't want to buy the nice food, it's 2 copper and a 50% chance of poisoning. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're right.
Jesus.
No,
50% chance
dab
of food
some-
poisoning.
That was
There's
just
some
joking.
poison stinger on it.
No,
You're
that was just a joke, y'all.
Nat will
I
hand
tossed
over
him
7.
2 covers.
Nat,
Okay. Go ahead, Nat.
Nat kind of puts her hand down on the copper and hands it back to him. Puts 7 gold on the counter.
All right, I'll get you your food. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. And he goes back down under the counter again.
Are we gonna have to stand at the bar to eat this? Because if it's that crowded.
It is that crowded, and you will have to stand to eat this.
Okay.
I don't mind standing.
Nat kind of just generally signs that when she's heading out.
You kind of cut out. What'd
Yeah,
say?
you kind of cut out.
Yeah, I got cut out.
Sorry, Nat just kind of generally signs that when heading out.
You got cut out again.
Cut out at the exact same spot.
Really? Nat is going to go outside when she gets her food, and she signs that to the group,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
regardless of who
okay.
actually understands it or not.
Yeah, that was an important piece not to get cut out.
Yeah.
Hurry!
Alright, so is anyone else, you do eventually get your food, just speed that along, and, where do you guys eat inside? Who goes outside with Nat? What are you guys doing with the food?
I say thank you to Nat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I will also say thank you, and I won't go outside of Nat because since last time I was about to get killed and there's too many people, I want to stay with Nat.
Okay.
Well,
I guess I'll go outside too.
I'm the one who protected you.
Mm-hmm.
If
That's
everyone
true.
else is cut
Yeah,
out,
but yeah. Thank you for that. But Nat is like all armored and shit, and no one will get near someone who has tough ass armor. So.
What were you
To
saying,
be
Tab?
fair, Oh, sorry.
If everyone else is headed out, Tab was gonna hang back and talk to Gilliam and ask him who the leaders are of the town.
Okay. Is it? Does everyone else kind of head out?
Yeah, I will head out and
I'm
eat outside.
walking. Sorry,
Go ahead, Zach.
go ahead. I'm gonna walk to the dock and I'll fly my familiar around to just look around. Look for an establishment that looks official, high security.
Okay, so you're looking to see if there's like an office building, so to speak. Yeah, I gotcha. All right. So you take your cheap bow food and your nice food, and because oh, actually, that is a good question. Did you actually pay the 2 copper, or did you just take the nice food when Nat paid for everyone?
No then, because Nat already paid, so
Okay,
we're gonna take the good food.
okay, that's fair. I just thought I'd ask. Okay, so yeah, you take your excellent dinner roll, stuffed ham, and cheese, and like it's really nice food to the dock and start chomping down while you send your familiar out to go look around town. Tab, you stay inside, and I will get back to you, Zoc, in a moment. Tab, you stay inside, and what do you ask Gilliam?
Before
I'm
he
sticking with
walks
Tab, too.
away to another patron, Tab is going to say, while we're in town, we do have some business to discuss with the leaders. Could you point me in the right direction of who to talk to?
Aye. You want to talk to Chox? Chox Gratoxy. He's the sort of leader around here. He's the big lizard-looking one. And he kind of gives you a good description of the guy. He's a lizard. He actually has lizard folk. He actually has an eye patch, one eye. Always carries around a really nice looking spear and a very tall. It's a long shield. I guess I'll just call it that way. I don't remember the technical term. It's basically a shield that what?
Tower shield.
Tower shield. Thank you. Yeah. So he always carries those two things around. He's the one that leads all the lizard folk, and he's usually in. If you're looking at the map, he's usually in actually, believe it or not, the small building. That is right here.
Okay. On the edge of town?
Yep, on the edge of town.
Okay. I'm gonna thank him and I'll walk out with my party.
Alright, what business do you have with Shots?
I just kind of tap my nose and wink at him and continue walking out.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, go sod off then.
Mr. Salty strikes again.
Mr. Salty starts again. He's
Okay.
got an attitude, y'all. Alright, so Tab does that. Zoc. Yeah, so you actually go out and you send your familiar out to look around. Roll me a perception check. How you're looking over the town, or how far away round are you looking?
No, just in town.
Just in town? Okay.
Oh, I'm rolling really good.
Oh yeah, tonight's rolls are great. Yeah.
I think that's a +1.
Yeah, you fly around town and you're looking at all the buildings and they all look very similar. You can tell the ones that have been here for a while, they don't have the thatched roofs. They're very much made out of like mud, adobe style houses. And as you're flying around, you don't really see any office buildings. You do see something that looks like maybe a smithy. The market is still actually bustling. There's still quite a few people out. And you can see there's quite a large line behind one of the vendors right here. I'm not drawing. Right here, there's one of the vendors right there. There's quite a large line around there. And there are about 4 or 5 lizard folk standing outside of this building.
Which one is it on the map?
The top right is the building with all the lizard folk. So like here, and the other thing is over there.
All right. I'll still walk to the dock, but I'll fly my familiar back to the inn. Do I see Tavalier?
Yeah, because
Alright.
I think Tab would have just come out by then. You do see everyone else outside eating their food as well.
Under the palm trees, right?
Nat,
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the chat, but Nat's over by the palm trees. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Found a
then
seat
basically I would assume you guys kind of just follow over by Nat, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's say Luno would have been with Tab to make sure that we weren't all just one person by themselves.
Right.
Splitting the party.
Yeah, splitting the party. All right, so we'll say you come out with Tab then. So yeah, you guys all get your food, you eat it. It takes maybe 15 minutes to eat it down. It's not a lot, but it's enough. And it tastes really good. And you guys can kind of hear a bit of a crowd building. There's a bit of yelling and stuff coming from the other side of the vendors, and you can kind of see that there is a large crowd on the other side of the vendors where you guys are eating. A line seems to have formed back. Keep not drawing back over here. And Natalia, you're pretty sure it's based on all that stuff that you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, probably the water in particular.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys eat all your food, and by the time you're all done, you see Zoc head back from the docks.
No, I'm still at the dock.
You stay there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad. So yeah, you guys finish all your food. Zoc, you finish your food as well. I'm gonna ask Zoc, where would you go?
I'm gonna stay at the dock and I'm gonna test the water.
How are
Literally.
you going to test it? You're gonna drink it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
You drink the water, and
Find yourself over on the dock. Okay.
Yeah, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, and that actually reminds me, Dante and Vid. I'm gonna have him
Yes.
make his con save real quick.
Oh, I got a 10 earlier.
No. This is for Zoc.
My rolls are
You're-
just.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So this should be pretty interesting then. Dante, yeah. So Zoc, you don't feel anything weird. The water doesn't taste weird. Well, the water doesn't taste overly weird. There's a hint, a very hint of like a metallic sort of taste to it, but it's not. It's like barely there, if you can even taste it. But nothing seems to happen when you drink it. It mainly tastes like fresh water. However, Dante and Vid, as the two of you have kind of like gotten awake, eaten food, and kind of like started to wake up and feel better after sleeping, the two of you start to internally feel. Oh man, how do I want to word this?
Oh no, not
Sick?
the shits.
No,
Diarrhea?
No, not like that. The two of you start to feel like an over-the-top sense of righteousness brewing within you.
Wow.
Yeah, you feel like anything that you see that's like wrong, you feel like you need to correct it immediately. That if it's not done right, it needs to be fixed immediately, or if it's done, if someone's doing something wrong, it needs to be corrected immediately. That sort of deal. That's how both of you begin feeling that way.
Wow.
It's a good and also a bad thing too.
A lawful good paladin died in this pond.
Poisoning you guys all good people.
So
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.
yeah, Zoc cannot wait for Zoc to start feeling it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the two of you start feeling that way. Everyone else, you feel fine. No one else got anything on them, tried the lake water or anything like that. So everyone else is fine, normal. What is everyone doing?
Can I practice my scroll, or copy
You want to
it
start
down
writing? Start
Yeah.
copying?
as soon
Okay.
as possible?
Okay. How long did we agree that it would take?
25. Gold.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
all I know.
25 gold. But how was the time on it? I don't remember. I think it was an hour.
It's a
2
first
hours
spell,
per
so I think
level,
It's just
I
an hour.
Yeah.
2 hours per level. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. So it'll take you 2 hours.
Yes.
So I don't know if the party wants to wait for you to do that, but you can start copying. We'll say we'll do this in small increments. You can start copying that scroll, and we'll do small chunks. And once you reach 2 hours, we'll say it's done.
Okay.
I don't know about your rulings, but usually you have to find a place to buy ink and paper.
I like to assume that most spellcasters have the components needed to do the things that they can do. That's why generally I have it cost a set amount of gold for spell components, and just assume that you guys have that there. So if there's a gem that costs 500 gold, I would make you take 500 gold out of your gold, but I would assume that you have that component.
Yeah, like my
skull.
Yeah. So for like a wizard or something like that, there's no reason that a wizard would ever not go without an ink and a writing utensil for copying spells. There's just no reason why they wouldn't do that, but it would still cost that money.
Yes.
Like the spell book itself would have empty slots. I don't see like you only having one spell in there and be like, oh, well, look at this folder I have.
Right. So that's kind of the way that I do that. I think it kind of goes more in line with an adventuring sort of stance on things like that.
So do I remove my ink bottle, or?
No. You will remove your 25 gold because it costs the 25 gold to buy that component.
Ooh, yikes, there's a lot of static.
Yeah, there's big static.
It just started from Dante.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you can start
Am I
copying
better?
that. Yeah, that's better. You can start copying that. We'll do small chunks. If the party wants to wait like 20-30 minutes while you're doing that, just keep track of that time because I cannot keep track of that for you.
I was gonna say, could I just go back to the inn and just chill there until I'm done?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. I mean, what do you tell everyone?
I'll tell Nat that I still have the armor pieces for sure.
She'll sign back. Okay, I might have someone that's interested in buying it.
I can leave them there if she wants them to, or if she needs me, I'll just leave them outside.
We'll probably do that tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll probably take care of that tomorrow.
All right, then.
It's late.
Yeah.
Then I'll just take my leave.
All right. So.
Nat, but before Zoc leaves, Nat.
Nope, that was Dante.
Yeah,
Dante.
Dante. Sorry. Okay. Wait, Dante can do the sign language? I was thinking Zoc for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, Dante, I don't think you actually understand sign language.
Oh, a little bit. No, I don't think so. That's why I want to learn the scroll.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
More reason to understand the scroll.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Well, I'll just be like
So that
doing
exchange,
gibberish.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if he went over to Nat and like started writing, you could do that.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
for,
but he's
That
feeling
would
too
be one
good.
way
He's
we could
like,
have that conversation.
yeah, he's just like, yeah, okay, I guess, and just like leaves. He's feeling good.
yeah.
Damn coconut.
Yep.
Alright.
Actually, you do feel pretty good. Both you and Vid actually feel pretty good. It's not like a poison sort of effect. You guys feel good.
Oh boy.
I don't like this, but I have to roll with it now.
I'm starting to think that if we feel that good, I was starting to think, oh my god, this lake is filled with fucking alcohol.
I don't know about that good.
I'm thinking about it.
So Nat kind of watched Dante walk away and just kind of like deflates a little bit in size.
Just like smile and wave.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. So everyone else, what are you guys doing?
Tav is gonna ask everyone once they want. What do they want to do?
For me, I want to. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab my dagger and go cut myself cactus. Because a cactus, yeah, cactus they have like water inside them, right? And I can use my brewing kit to do something with that. Like,
Where is this
But-
cactus you're going?
There
Tarzan?
there actually are cacti all over the place. This is pretty much a desert town.
Oh,
so
okay.
actually in the
Oh,
map
this
you
is a
can
desert,
see
for
the
God's
cactuses. Yeah, they're there for sure.
Okay, cool.
yeah, because I want to say this out of game because there's some cactuses that actually has like water in them. But to be honest, I don't know if it's good or not. That is-
No, it's very bad. It's
Yeah,
bad for you.
Yeah, it's probably not good, but you know, you do you. If you want to do that, we'll see how things go. You never know with the dice roll.
But also,
Dante.
Those,
they're even
Dante.
yeah.
All right.
You're still
because
crackling real bad.
I know. Okay, in real life, I know like let's just say in HEB they're selling like cactus tortillas like
Yeah.
in HEB,
Yeah.
and we actually.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff made with cacti. So like I said, if you want to do that in game and try to roll that way, we'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna say no.
Well, hang on. Skip me for now because I think I'm gonna rethink my decision because my constitution rolls are shit.
Don't worry about your rolls. The rolls are what they are. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get.
Right.
So,
Well, so Tav is gonna suggest, since no one else has come up with like a solid idea, that there's probably some money in helping the town with their lake issue, since water's become such a tight resource. Maybe we can find someone who is willing to pay us to fix the problem.
I'll look over
That's
taking.
listening and nodding along.
Luna would be looking over while taking a nice long sip out of his freshly restored water skin. Be like, I'm down for that idea. Looking over at Vid, like trying to figure out water. I'm like, I'm just water, no problem.
Right.
Barry actually grunts and agrees too.
Okay.
And,
I wanted to ask,
my
how long were we
familiar,
gonna feel
my
righteous
invisible
for?
raven will land on Tavalier's shoulder, and
Okay.
I'll say, "It's me, Zoc. Don't panic, Tavalier. Go to the east of here. Go along the pond. There's a house with a bunch of lizardmen. That's where you want to go. I'll see you later."
Yeah, that's where Gilliam told us to go as well. So thank you. We appreciate your eye in the sky.
And then back to Zoc. Zoc's gonna jump in the pond.
Quick. Whoa. Oh dear. Okay.
I was not with you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
at the dock.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, quick question. For Tav, do you respond to the invisible raven when it talks to you like that? You like
Yep.
whisper to it?
Yep.
Okay. Would Nat be able to see that?
I mean, you'd be able to see Tab talking to it, but honestly, you'd probably be able to hear it, even whispering. Like,
No.
there would be maybe not Nat. That's right.
That's why
Wait.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Would she even flinch if something landed on her shoulder? That's something else too.
I feel like Tab probably would.
Tav would have, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, we'll just say
Okay.
Tab flinched a bit and like looked at his shoulder and then said something, and yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
hear a
If Nat could see
splash.
him talking, she'd be able to read his lips.
Yeah. Yeah. Zoc's gonna double down on this shit. Yeah. So, Zoc, you you jump in the water, and it is cool and refreshing. And I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, finally a good roll.
Nice.
That is
20.
that is a lucky roll. Yeah, it's cool and refreshing. You do, however, begin to feel this indignant sense of righteousness inside of you. Just like, I'm thinking about some of the other stuff that's happened in my life. Those people were not doing the right damn thing. Just kind of thinking that kind of stuff to yourself. It just kind of hits you that, man, some of that shit that people were doing wasn't right. Should have been done right. That's how you start feeling that way after jumping in the water.
Do I feel something weird, or I just go along with that feeling?
You wouldn't recognize that you're no, it wouldn't feel weird to you.
Okay, so it's just like a dream, like you go along with whatever.
Yeah. So for your feelings, if you're asking out of game, if I'm telling you how something is making you feel, then yeah, your character would feel that way. It might feel weird, and you absolutely should ask that, because I may not think to say that, but in this case, no, you definitely, it's like a natural feeling. It feels normal to you that you should think this way. And you don't even recognize that you were doing things bad. It's everyone else was doing bad things.
Right, gotcha. Then
Question.
if it's natural, then I'm just gonna swim around. And heads up, I can breathe underwater.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I can swim faster than I run.
That's
Wow.
funny. All right, who had the
Forgot you
question?
can breathe underwater.
Me.
Okay,
How long?
yeah.
How long is this effect going to last? Like out of game?
It depends on if you can cure it or not.
Oh no.
So we'll find out.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Zoc, you were just going to town, having fun, just swimming like in a circles, just out here. Where's my hand? There we go. You're just like woo, swimming in circles, enjoying life. Everyone else, you guys kind of start heading over to where the lizard folk are, making your way over there. And there are, in fact, grabbing the map, a few lizard men already out, lizard folk, I should say, already out, not men. And they seem to be quietly discussing something, but you can't hear what it is from where you're at. As you guys move closer, they all stop talking and look at you, and one of them speaks up. What do you want? Looking at the group.
Nat kind of turns and looks at Tav.
We were hoping to have an audience with your illustrious leader.
One of them, from the description that you've been given, kind of steps forward, and you recognize him as soon as you lay eyes on him. As Chalk steps forward. That would be me. What do you want?
We were curious and willing to help if needed. If the situation that you have on hand with your water supply and the needs of this town not being met, are you looking for anyone to investigate the issue?
Well, yes, we would love to get this fixed, but no one seems to know where it's coming from.
You don't have any indication as to what's causing the issue?
No, it just started happening about a week ago.
Do we think he's lying?
No, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Is there...
Nat is very carefully watching everybody who's speaking.
Are you offering any compensation for handling the matter?
Yes, absolutely we will.
What are the terms?
Well, saving the town, kind of a big thing. I would say we could probably offer you, and he kind of like looks at the other three lizard folk that are there with him. 100 gold each.
Nat raises an eyebrow at that.
Mm-hmm.
Tav is pretty confident most people are going to be fine with that in the party, but half of our party is not here.
Well, two of us at
of
least, yeah.
Yeah.
Two, yeah.
Which is almost half.
It's like 1/3.
I'll say, well, there's 7 of us in total. They would need to be compensated as well, the 2 that are not with us.
And he kind of like looks at the other 3 and like waves him over, and they do some sort of like group talk in a language that none of you understand. And
What language is that?
the language of the lizard folk.
Yeah, the lizard folk.
It's a local language that you guys just don't understand. Yeah, so they come back up and look. Very well. 100 gold for each, including the, I guess, 2 that are not here.
I'm gonna whisper into Tavalier's ears. Tavalier, it's me. I'm your conscience. We should help these people for free. It's the righteous thing to do. Also, the water is very cool.
Is the
Wait.
pull on my shoulder?
Yeah, he's the bird is still on your
He
shoulder.
flew it in
I'm on
again.
your left shoulder. I'm the your conscience.
So you're just gonna see Tav like wave his hand in the air, his left hand in the air, to get this raven away from him. Like, clearly, that's an issue that they're gonna have to deal with after this conversation.
The 4 lizard folk are looking at you, Tav, a little concerned. Is
Yeah.
everything okay?
Sorry, just an
Nat
annoying,
also looks concerned.
just an annoying bug that was buzzing too close. Yes, I think that is
I'm the
agreeable.
bug.
Are there any resources available that we could use to help start finding things out?
Yes. You can use the docks, the boats, to go search in the lake to see if there's anything you can find. Talk to Tomlin in the smithy, and and they point down, basically due south from where you guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You can also talk to Gilliam, see if he's heard anything, or any of the vendors to see if they've heard anything.
Okay. We will
So
do that.
literally anyone. Okay.
Yeah, they don't give you a whole lot of direction. Basically, no one seems to know what the hell is going on with this.
But it is important to note the dock resources.
Mhm.
Yes, for sure. Yeah,
Just
to be able to use a boat. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone taken any of the water in?
Yes. And looks at Vid.
Are we aware of that?
I
was
don't
gonna
think.
say that.
Yeah, I don't think the 2
Were
of
we
them.
not aware?
No, I don't think the 2 of them. I don't
They
think you
just
would
got
know.
Covered in coconut.
The only one that
Yeah.
you would know about actually is Zoc, who literally just told you he was swimming in the lake.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait, when did he tell me that?
When he was on your shoulder, he said
Just
the
now?
water is great. It's nice and cool.
Oh.
Wait,
Can I
since
wait for that?
he also since I'm
No,
like
that was right there on your shoulder.
Yeah, he
When
was
I
on.
was
Yeah,
waving him away.
yeah, yep.
Yep.
Go ahead, Vid.
he said like if any of you guys take in the water, and since I'm lawful, and since you said I feel good, you want to do some righteousness and shit, so I'm gonna tell him yes, I have taken the water. Why? What happened?
No, wait. I don't think it works like that. Though. Just use the coconut.
Okay, can't. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm take it back. I take it back.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
because
be
like
fair, you haven't had any of the water.
Yeah,
you
that's
just got
true.
Some coconut
That's true.
on you.
I got coconut.
yeah, but they're asking you if you drink water.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh no. Oh
Dante,
no.
you're popping.
Yeah.
Oh no, only the coconut. That's it.
Oh. Well. Yeah. Well, if anyone takes the water on the skin, imbibing, drinking in any way, shape, or form, it seems to be does not end well. We'll just say it that way. We've had to put a few people down.
Oh.
Down.
Totally hears. Oh fuck.
What causes you to put them down? What happens?
So he kind of describes what seems to be happening when people take on this water. It seems to cause the first signs are like an overabundance of righteousness. People seem to be like, no, you're that's not the right thing to do. You should do it the right way. The right be good. That sort of deal. Then it's almost immediately usually followed by an overburdening desire for justice. Which is again followed by a need for retribution for that justice. After that comes hallucinations of people people doing evil things. So like your close friends, like you hallucinate like your close friend taking a bribe or something like that, and it immediately makes you want to like do something about it. Basically, it eventually turns people into crazy zealots.
How long does it take for all of these side effects to happen?
Well, it seems to only take a couple days.
Gotcha.
As soon as I hear that, I'm gonna swim to shore as fast as I can.
With no cure, right? No cure. You just have to kill them.
Well, we haven't been able to hold them down once they reach that stage, so haven't been able to attempt it.
Good to know.
Also,
Good to know.
just something to note, and this is just more of a things your characters probably would pick up on. Being lizard folk, being cold-blooded lizard folk, and not having any water or any way to cool off, these lizard folk are probably actually having a lot of trouble with this current situation, much more than they're probably letting you on.
It's interesting that they're out in the sun instead of in the shade of their.
Well, so it's nighttime now, so it's
later,
not full sun. It is much cooler, and so it's about the right time actually for them to be out, which is why they're out.
Gotcha. Before we leave, Tab is going to ask, and once we have information and have taken care of this little problem, where can we find you again?
Well, we'll be here, probably in the building. It's been very unpleasant for the last week or two.
Understandable. And hopefully we'll have this taken care of soon. Tab's gonna turn and like start walking away. Hopefully everyone else is following.
Yeah, as you turn to walk away, he just kind of like just as you turn, he says, "I will let Scooter know that the docks are open to you."
Wait, Scooter?
Yeah, Scooter.
Isn't that the guy we already met?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Tab will say, "Oh, I look forward to talking with him again."
Wait, can you please refresh my memory? Who's Scooter again?
He was the really southern accent guy who was talking about crabs under the water.
Oh, are you kidding me? That guy?
That guy.
Yep.
He runs the dock,
local.
y'all. He runs the dock.
Wonder if you got
Got a
any
bone to
crabs.
pick with him.
Boy, take you
Stay
good.
here. Thank
all
you.
right. So, where do you guys go? Where do you guys head off? And before you answer that, Zoc, how quickly do you get out of the water, and where do you go after?
I just stay at the palm tree, the last place
Okay.
I know that they would come back.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
So
I'm
everyone
gonna-
else, go ahead.
I'm gonna disguise myself as a gnome. just stand there.
okay.
Dry gnome.
Try no.
Try no.
I know.
All right. Yeah. So you guys, where do you guys head? Where does everyone else head off to?
Anyone have any?
Nat's,
desire to go
Nat's following Tav at this point.
I want to talk to the group and tell them like if any of them know where the smithy is, because I want to show Smith I want to know if the Smith are willing to check out about the Scorpio Fang dagger, like what's the material is about.
Yeah, if you bring that up to the group,
If you turn and
Tab
ask,
would-
yep.
Tab would go along.
Yeah, I'm
with that
asking the group for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Tab is all for that. 'cause
Nat-
that's one of the resources.
Okay. Yep, that's true. Nat would motion for everybody to follow her and would lead the way to Tomlin.
Okay.
Since she's been there already.
Right. Okay. So, Zoc, as you're sitting there as your dry gnome, you with your familiar, do see that the group is headed to the south, away from you. Would you end up following them?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll say that you're just behind everyone else, and you guys all make it down to the smithy, who indeed is still actually working. The smoke is billowing out of the top, and there is a little sign that just says Smith's Shop as you guys make your way up to the door, and you can kind of hear like ding, 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 ding inside, coming from inside. Seems like he's still working, but do you guys go in?
Nat will walk on in again. Yep.
Okay. All right. You walk on in, and he is indeed working on a weapon. However, he is not frantically working on that double-handed sword that he was working on before. You do, however, Nat see it on the counter, all dolled up and gussied up. It looks like a beautiful weapon, very well made, and yeah, just sitting waiting for a customer, I guess, or you guess, I should say. And as you walk in, he actually smiles at you this time. Welcome. Thank you for coming again. What can I help you with?
She kind of like nods at his enthusiasm and like does some initial signs to and like points at her ears, shakes her head a bit, that kind of thing, but motions towards Tav and the others, whoever followed in behind her.
I think I'll go right after you. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
As you guys make your way in, he kind of like looks. He looks a little worried at first as you guys make your way in. He's not used to seeing 6 people walk into his shop all at once at night. It's a little unsettling.
Only five at first.
Only 5 only 5 at first, eventually followed by Zoc. But yeah, 5. Even 5 is still a lot of people at night. So he looks a little worried at first as you guys make your way in, especially once the Barry strides in and kind of looks around. Yeah, he. So, what can I help you with?
Can you take a look at this dagger? I want to know like what the value is, or how strong it is, or whatever. And I will hand him the dagger.
Yes. Yeah. I can look. Where did you get this? He looks a little worried.
If Vic takes a long time to answer and looks like he's struggling, Tab would jump in.
Okay. Okay. I got it from the guy.
Yes, of course, the guy. Everyone knows the guy.
Okay.
The guy?
Okay.
What guy?
No. I'm sorry. Okay. Here's a short story. I was in the bar. I was having talk to the bartender. A guy comes in. He was having a knife out. One of my companions managed to take me out from Horus Way and fucking like Spartan fucking kicks them, pierces his fucking whole fucking chest in a fucking chair, and he's like, oh my god, he's dead. And I try to got a dagger, and he has to and I want to know about the dagger. I want to know what's about. It was self-defense.
His eyes just go white wide as you're telling this story. That happened here? Well, I don't know about the symbol, but the dagger is very well made. It's actually and he goes on to describe like technical details about this dagger, like the width of the tang and the sharpness of the blade, the beveled edge, the raised spine, all of that sort of stuff. It's very, very technical. Anyone who had any sort of like smithing background, maybe Nat, you follow a very small bit of what he's talking about. But he basically just tells you that the dagger is very well made. It should hold up to just about anything, but it's basically a steel dagger that's just really pretty. But he doesn't know what the symbol is.
Well, thank you. Thank you for looking into that.
No problem. Anything else I can help you guys with?
I don't know. Do you guys need something from him? Questions or anything?
The armor, Tavalir, the armor. It's me, your
voice I
conscience.
hear in my head.
Nat is fully aware of wanting to talk to this guy about the armor. Her problem is with this many people, it's kind of hard for her to communicate one-on-one.
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Well, if no one else is jumping in, I'll bring up. We have taken on the task of trying to help the town with its water situation. I'm sure you're aware. And you're indicated as a resource, someone to talk to who might know more.
Well, I mean, I've heard stories from people who come in, the people who tried the water before they went freaking bonkers. Some of them said that it tasted like metal, which I thought was very interesting. There was some others who came from deeper out in the lake, said they saw red in the lake, but no one's seen any red around here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, maybe something further into the lake is causing this, but there's nothing around here. We've checked around here, but it is a big lake.
How big is this lake?
It's actually really big. If you're looking at the map, I don't think I actually have it on here, do I? Nuts. Okay.
Oh, I should have shown the map.
Yeah, we should have pinned it because you shared it before.
Yeah, I'll.
I still have it pulled up.
Yeah, let me actually.
I still have it pulled up in a tab from last week.
Nice.
Wait, question. If I remember correctly, who? Okay, I'm saying this outside game. Who has the ring?
Don't remember.
I think Luno is wearing it.
I think Luno still has the ring.
Can you take off the ring to show him about what's a carving?
Someone's echoing.
I think Barry.
Yeah, I'm getting echo.
Oh, Barry's here.
It's Barry.
Barry's echoing.
Hello.
Welcome, Barry. Glad you're here. Barry, you haven't missed a whole lot. They rested. Zoc decided to jump into the lake. Dante and Vid are starting to feel some of the effects of the lake, and you guys are trying to help the town figure out how to fix whatever's going on with the lake. So you guys are all at the Smith asking questions about what's going on, and someone just asked how large the lake is. This is how large the lake is. I mean, so if you see, it's total roughly, probably width-wise, about 400 miles.
That's a big lake.
Yeah. Well, maybe not
God.
four. I would
Yeah.
say let's say roughly 300. 400. It's a little shorter than 400.
Right, but in order to get to the middle of it, we're talking 150 to 200 miles on a dinky boat.
You assume? Yes.
You're right. I do assume. Hope Scooter's got a big boat.
Well, you'll find out. Yeah, but he
Always the 5.
yeah, he basically just he tells you that no one seems to know what seems to be going on. The people have been going crazy after being in the water for a couple days. No one is drinking the water anymore. No one's getting in the water anymore. And all the stories that he's heard are from basically people who have been coming from like the other side of the lake sort of deal, saying that they saw red around the Crescent Isle, which is a fairly large island. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the namesake of the lake. It's Crescent Isle Lake.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Good to know.
Crescent Lake?
Crescent Isle Lake. Yep.
Crescent Isle. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all the information that he tells you.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, okay, before we leave, or before we do anything else, I'm sorry. There's one more thing I want to show you. Luno, can you let him see the ring?
Luno? Uh-oh.
Is Luno still here? I haven't heard him in a while.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Luno, are you still with us?
He muted himself.
I think he muted. Is he still in the chat? Is he still
He's
here?
still showing in the voice chat.
Maybe he's muted and left
Maybe
to do
he-
something.
Maybe he
either that?
He was
Or
looking for
internet
lizard
problems.
folk, but
Mhm.
I haven't heard him since.
Weird. Okay, I would say that Luna would probably give it to him. We'll see. We may have to take some of this back, but I'm going to assume that Luna would probably take it off and show the metal worker what it is. And as Luna hands it over and he looks over, the metalsmith just gives this like furrowed look, almost a frowny face sort of deal, and well, it's definitely magic, but it just looks like just a gold ring. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this is. This is a gold ring to me.
Do you understand the carving?
Do you remember what language I said it was? I did not make a note of
Abyssal.
that.
It was infernal. or
Infernal.
something.
Infernal.
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Yeah.
Inferno. Oh my god, I completely fucking forgot about that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so did I. Okay. Yeah. No, he does not know what that is. It's definitely a language. I can't read it.
Thank you for looking into that ring.
Nope, no problem.
Does my
Happens to
familiar
ask if there's any jewelers, merchants who could look at it that Tomlin knows of.
I'm sure there's a few that you could find. What were you saying, Zoc?
did my familiar see or would have able to read the ring?
Well, you haven't had your familiar try to read the ring.
Tavalia, pick up the ring. I want to read.
Oh no.
Cavalier is gonna say
Wait, hasn't Zoc caught up with us at this point?
Yeah, Zoc. I don't know if Zoc went inside, but Zoc is definitely at least
I'm
by
just
the building.
I'm just
Okay.
a gnome outside.
Oh, he's just
I don't
a
think
gnome.
you guys can.
Okay.
Oh, you're still the dry gnome. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you
Is
hear
he-
you hear that voice next to you, Tab again.
Yeah, so Tab's response to the Raven at this point is, I think you've forgotten who owes who a favor.
I don't owe anyone any favors.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Nat was paying attention to that too.
um,
A
so
question real quick, if you don't mind.
Tav is just gonna give Tav a goofy, like not goofy, a toothy grin.
okay. What was your question?
Would this dry gnome leave behind wet footprints?
No. Well, actually, yeah, because it's just disguise. It doesn't actually change. It's like an illusion
It's
sort of
just an
deal, right?
illusion.
Yeah. So yeah, you are leaving wet footprints behind you.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
unless you're-
He would at
A
first.
trail of water.
Yeah, at first. Yeah, at first. So there's a small trail of water coming from the puddle to the palm trees, yeah, your footprints are actually kobold footprints unless you're wearing footwear, which probably wouldn't match your gnome either way. But yeah, no one's probably paying that much attention. I'm sure it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
night. Who cares?
Right.
That's true.
How busy
Very
is
true.
this town
Right.
anyway?
Yeah, he says that. Tab, what do you do? Say.
After he said that, Tav gives him the toothy grin.
Okay.
Says, "My apologies. I have a habit of speaking to myself.
You haven't
And
had the water, have you?
thankfully, no."
Oh, okay. And he takes like another step back.
Yeah, Tav is gonna step back and not be the front of the group anymore.
Anyone else? Is anyone else talking to the guide, asking any questions, anything like that?
Just on the random chance this guy knows, Nat is gonna sign at him and ask if he knows sign language.
I think you just want to see me roll. I literally, every time you interact with someone, I roll to see if they know. No, he does not. As you sign at him,
Okay.
as you sign at him, he looks at you, gives like this quizzical look, and just gives a big like okay symbol, which is not probably what you want to get.
Right. She'll kind of look back at the rest of the group and like questioningly, does anybody else have anything they want to ask?
Tav
I'm
is
good.
gonna ask Nat, "Is this a good time to talk about armor?"
I mean, we can ask him. Yeah.
It's not Tav's armor to talk about, so.
Yeah.
She's gonna sign. If I'm going to talk about it, it's going to take time. And she like reaches to her side to grab her notebook and show what she means by that.
How's this guy reacting to Tav? Has he gotten over it? Or?
Yeah, he's kind of like he's unsettled by you, but he's still willing to do business.
Okay. We did have one more matter. We've acquired some armor that we had questions about, and we're not entirely sure what its worth is or its history, actually. And, well, Tav is going to gesture to Nat. I'm hoping you still have something to show him.
Yeah,
Some armor.
Nat would be carrying the helmet again, so she'd pull that out of the bag and put it on the counter or table space or whatever.
Ooh, that is a nice piece of armor. Where is there any more?
Yes. Do you need to see all of it to assess it?
Yes, I do.
Where's the rest of it? Tav is gonna ask.
Back at the inn.
Did we all leave our supplies, or do we carry our stuff with us?
I mean, I was assuming not everybody's not taking all the pieces.
I think actually Dante has a couple
And
pieces.
regardless,
So
Dante has at least some of it.
yeah,
so-
Dante's got a couple pieces. I So I'm gonna say that you guys have in total six total pieces of armor for this full plate mail. You have 2 legs, 2 arms, a torso, and a head. So the head, he's willing to buy for 50 gold.
Whoa.
Okay.
But it'll be worth, a whole lot more if you have the rest of the set.
Right.
And we definitely want to sell it.
Nat would motion to Tav. Can he give us an estimate for a full set?
Yeah. So Tav will say something like, hypothetically, if we had all of it.
I mean, it depends on what it all looks like, but I mean, if it's all like this, I would say probably close to 500 gold.
I'm gonna let Nat know that, and then ask, "Are we sure we want to sell this?"
The only other thing I would want is if he can refit it and remake it.
So out of game, I'm gonna ask: is this like flavor wise, or is this what is this for? To refit it?
Oh, well, I had asked about the possibility of having it remade into half plate instead of full plate.
Right. I'm just
That would
asking.
be a possibility.
I'm so out of game. I'm asking why Nat would want to do that.
She would be open to using it since it's magical. If it was more to her fighting style and everything.
Gotcha. Okay.
She's not that keen on full plate mail.
Okay.
So Nats wants to keep the enchantments, but wants to use the medium armor.
Do you want to ask? Do you actually ask if you can set it off like that?
I mean, through Tav, if he's willing to ask it, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, Tav would ask. Tav knows nothing about armor, so he's gonna kind of stumble through this one.
roll me a charisma check real quick.
Okay.
Who?
Tav. The person talking.
Just straight charisma?
Okay.
Yeah, straight charisma.
Yep, that's gonna go well.
Yeah, Tav doesn't know a whole lot about armor, and Nat, you can kind of read Tav's lips as he's talking about this plate armor, and he keeps calling it like plate mail or like plate arms, plate legs, as he's describing this, not actual like full plate mail sort of deal. The smith is just giving these like, what are you talking about looks every once in a while. Eventually he says, well, I don't think that I can keep whatever magic's in it and have and change it like that. I don't think I can do that. I mean, maybe, but it would cost some money to do that for sure.
Right.
Although, I tell you what, if you're willing to give me the other parts of the armor, I might be able to do something for you to get half plate legs. What were you asking?
I'm gonna be like, Nat, please write this part.
Nat's already got her notebook out and is writing down exactly what she's looking for.
Right. So yeah, with Nat's help, so you describe in detail what you want for this, and he kind of like, yeah, I think I can do that, but there's a possibility that I might mess it up. This is a magical item, and I don't generally work with magic items, so I'm not entirely sure. You feel like he's being pretty upfront with you about this. Like there's maybe like a 50-50 shot that it works or it doesn't. But he basically says if you give him the full set, regardless of not for money, but if you give him the full set, he will attempt to make the half plate mail for you.
Okay. All right. She would, since she's already got the notebook out, she would write out, "Thank you for the information. We'll consider it and let you know."
Okay. Sounds good. And with all that bargaining and negotiation and talks and things around that, it's been about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and you guys are. It is getting close to midnight, and as you come out, you can see a lot of the vendors have started closing shop. It's gotten much colder out, and there's still a long line, long-ish line. It's definitely dwindled quite a bit. As from the Bofels area, Nat, as you saw earlier, and Dante in the inn, it's actually calmed down quite a bit. You don't hear any hustle bustle of the 10 patrons that were down below, or actually you'd probably be in that room. So to the other, just outside your room, and you're able to finally concentrate and do some good work on this scroll in a nice quiet area, and I'm going to say by this time you actually do finish copying that scroll into your spell book. So if you haven't already, you can add that comprehend language to your spell book.
Cool.
And so yeah, everyone else, you make your way outside of the smithy. And you see a small dry gnome standing just outside the door, kind of looking around. Zoc, would you be doing anything?
As soon as they come out, I'm gonna drop my disguise self.
You hear a couple gasps as you do that. Just people walking by, like, "Huh? Oh, okay," sort of deal. And everyone, yeah, you see Zoc just change and go back. To his form.
Can I have the ring? Can I take a look at the ring?
Well, yeah, sure. And Luna pulls it off and hands it to you, Zoc.
Alright. And my familiar will jump onto my head, and I'll read the ring. And the familiar will read the ring.
Yeah, so in Abyssal, the ring reads, "In loyalty and in death, never separated." And essentially, it's you read that this is essentially a ring of loyalty. Basically, your familiar knows this phrase, knows what it means. Basically, anyone who's wearing the ring, when you drop to 0 hit points wearing this ring, you die instantly. There is no. There would be no death saving throws, nothing like that. This is an instant kill, instant death ring when you drop to 0. And it is specifically made for assassins who do not want to be caught and questioned. That's really what this is designed for.
Something to bite down.
Yeah, basically. It's basically like your cyanide pill, but it's a magic ring.
Oh, this is a really good ring. Vid, you should wear this.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I lied. I'm so sorry. It's a very wrong thing to do. It's a very bad ring, Vid. I'm sorry, I lied.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Zoc actually looked kind of perturbed that he caught himself lying. Vid, you actually feel pretty angry that he lied about that, specifically towards you. Now, did we lose Vid too?
Oh my god, everyone's
I don't know.
dropping.
Oof.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I was actually sleeping a little bit.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
God. You should probably
Don't worry,
wake
I
up
heard
if you're
it.
driving.
So he lied to me, right?
Yeah, he lied to
Oh.
you. He lied to the whole party and then immediately apologized for lying.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. And I dropped to my
Okay.
knee.
Okay. I go to him, bend one knee down, say, "Hey, I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Hey, it's okay, but please don't lie to us again.
Don't touch me, I'll fucking kill you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm very confused right now.
Okay, here's what I do. Both hands on his shoulder. Get it together, bitch, slap him 2 times.
You slap him?
Calm down, calm down, man. Boom, boom. Calm down.
Oh
I
man.
think the stream ended, by the way.
Oh, did it? Son of a.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What is going on
It
tonight?
ended-
Did it really?
Tonight, it looks like the middle of the day to me.
Oh, good lord. What is going on here? Let me log into Twitch real quick, verify some things. What's going on here? Let me log into. No,
That
the
fucking
stream's still
hurts.
running.
Oh, really? Maybe
Yeah.
it's just me then. Fuck.
It usually ends at
The stream's
7,
still
right?
running.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, it's 7.
Oh, really? Maybe it's just me.
Okay. Yeah, it might just be you. I don't know what the hell's going on with the internet tonight. Everyone's doing some weird things. We lost Luno mid-game, no reason. Actually, Nat, can you text him and just see if he's, alive?
Yeah.
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 And we'll see if we can get him back. We don't really know what happened. So all of this is happening. Barry's been oddly quiet tonight. Barry, I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
how what do you feel about this situation? Everything that's been going on.
Does Barry know how he feels with the righteousness stuff?
So Barry doesn't feel any righteousness. It's Dante and Vid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
And
Barry.
Doc.
Hello?
Hey, yeah, we can hear you.
There he is.
What happened again?
So Vid just double slapped Zoc after Zoc lied and then apologized and then
He's
said
he's
some
freaking out.
mean things and then apologized again, and it seems like he's losing his mind a bit.
Yeah, so
I-
smack.
I think I would be fine with it. I wouldn't say anything.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So you guys all sitting around. Vid, Zoc, what would you do when you get slapped like that to be corrected?
Alright, I'm sorry. I hate you, but I feel like I deserve that. But we have to go. Whatever this shit is kicking in and kicking in fast, and I don't like it. Let's go find
What?
Scooter, the ship
Uh,
guy.
Nat recalls that Zop understands sign and is gonna immediately wait. This stuff is setting in. What did you do?
Yeah.
I not only drink, but I actually swim in the lake earlier, and we gotta go. Let's go. I don't like this. And the
Oh my-
guy said I only have a few days until I become a zealot? Fuck that.
Zealot.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You drink and you fucking dive in. Me and Dante only got sprayed with a coconut that's been infused by this water. Only once. So,
We
So-
don't know that.
Yeah, technically
We
you don't know that,
it's
but
affecting us.
yeah, that's true. You technically, you
Oh.
probably wouldn't have figured that out. But based on Zoc's feelings and what he's telling you, I'm gonna have you guys roll I'm gonna have Vid roll an insight check because Dante, you're just finishing up your copying of your spell scroll.
Yes.
insight?
Yeah, insight. I want to see if you can insightfully figure out and line up the things that are going on here with how Zoc is feeling, what he's telling you, and what you're feeling internally.
Okay, I got 12.
You have a vague feeling that maybe something's happening to you that's similar to Zoc, but you're not entirely sure. Things seem to be lining up in a way that you don't want them to be lining up. Let's say it that way. But yeah, so Zoc's trying to get you guys to hurry up. Where do you guys go? What do you do? It's roughly midnight right now. Most of the shops have closed. There's a few that are still open, but basically everyone's headed home and getting ready for rest.
Wait, is that night?
Yeah, this is midnight.
Oh yeah, it's been night.
Oh my god, and he's been yelling, and I was bitch slapping him in the middle of the night.
Yep.
I'm surprised
Yep.
no one's come out the window and say, "Shut the fuck up! We're trying to sleep here."
We're
the
right
way-
outside the Smith, so it's probably loud in this area anyway.
Yeah, probably. What were you saying?
By the way,
True.
Zoc is shivering and just shaking like a junkie. Like, we gotta go,
Yeah.
please.
I don't know if Scooter's gonna be at the docks. I'm not sure what we can do until morning.
We have to go. We have to go now.
I swear to God. I swear to
And-
God, if I meet Scooter again, I'm gonna be like, not pissed, because I know, like, I have a feeling he's that good nature, but I'm gonna be so frustrated with him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a good
I'm
one to
gonna
be
be
frustrated at.
Are you saying this in character or out of character?
I'm saying out character.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both,
Okay,
yes,
both,
definitely
both.
both.
Alright.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah, both. All right. So you guys, where
Okay.
do you guys go?
I'm gonna run to the dock where I think Scooter is.
So Zoc stops shaking momentarily, stops trembling momentarily, and he just kind of like looks at all of you and just books it north towards the docks.
But I'm kind of like in awe right now. How does everybody know that he knows that he was talking about Scooter? Just noticed that.
So
Wait, did we tell him about the
guard.
Did we tell him about it?
Dante is not with us right now.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but like, how does
Yeah.
Zoc know?
Oh, he had the familiar on Tab's shoulder. He was
What-
listening.
Did
Do we
he?
know about the
Oh.
familiar? That's what Tab can't remember. If like everyone else knows about the Raven, or if that's a
Only
secret.
Taff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
Tab
why.
is not saying anything.
Oh wait, question.
Secrets.
Do we actually let the group know about Scooter?
A
What
lot
about
of
him?
them heard him earlier.
You guys
about,
heard.
like he.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you guys told the group about your experience with Scooter. No. Tab
Yeah,
and Nat
that's what-
have interacted with him a bit, and Luno, I think even. But yeah, everyone else. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay, I want to make a quick explanation about Scooter to the group in game. Okay, guys, we talked. Me and Dante, we talked to the Scooter a little bit, and and look, I swear to God, this motherfucker, I told him like he told us. I know some of us are here. He told us not to go in the water. Thank God for him. But here's the thing: you guys never asked the question. Why the fuck are they out in the fucking water? But that's what I thought. Me and Dante was there while you guys were in the in the inn. I was like, hey, what are you doing over there? They was like, we're trying to catch some crabs. I'm sorry, voice crack. We're trying to catch some crabs. And I was like, wait, the crabs fucking breathe underwater. Shouldn't that be poisonous as well? And and Dante was trying to convince them, like, why do you want to eat crabs? They're fucking breathing underwater. And I do the same thing. No prevail. I got so fucking frustrated. It's like, you know what, fuck him. You know what, fuck him. Me and Dante just fucking broke it. Let him enjoy his fucking crabs. He will learn the hard way.
So, long story short, Vid basically just told you that he's pretty sure that Scooter has had some of this water via the crab.
I talk the most longest shit ever. I feel like I'm that one character. I'm that one guy that talks so fast and
That's
so
all right.
long.
So
Yeah, you're Luis from the.
That's
Just
my
saying
name.
that now.
That's my literal name.
Oh gosh. Okay.
oh man. All right. So does anyone follow Zoc?
Yeah, and in the distance you can hear Zoc yelling, "Scooter! Son of a bitch! I'm sorry, I didn't mean that."
So no one's
Okay,
gonna question how he knows all of this.
No, apparently not.
Okay,
It's fucking
since
great.
we're in the middle. Okay, since we're in the middle of the night, Zoc is screaming like a fucking madman, trying to wake up Scooter up. We're in the middle of the goddamn night. Everyone's mostly fucking close. So what in my brilliance, Brian, also my little vengeance, feel like agility onto Zoc and fucking tackle him to the ground and telling him to calm the fuck down.
Might have to.
Oh man. So Vid, as soon as you tackle, Vid, as soon as you go. Actually, I'm gonna have you roll first. So Vid, I need you to roll me a Dex check against Zoc. I also need you to roll me a Dex check. This will be a contention. I want to see if Zoc is probably gonna even without the tail and with the cane, Zoc is faster than you right now. Zoc's got such a head start that by the time you take off after him, you're not able to catch him by the time he makes it to the dock. He's just off in the distance screaming, "Scooter!"
Exactly.
Exactly. And everyone else, does anyone else follow?
Nat just kind of turns to Tav and just signs at him. What the heck is going on? What?
You're just gonna see Tav shake his head at this point. Tav realizes we're in for a crazy few days, and this is just it's gonna happen.
Yeah, apparently.
Should we follow?
Yes, yeah. But we're not running.
Right.
Real quick, Zoc, did you actually tell the party what the ring does?
I don't remember. I think I just said sorry, and then that's it.
Would you have told them?
I don't think I had time.
Okay, that's fair.
I was overwhelmed by guilt.
Okay, overwhelmed by guilt. That actually checks out. that checks out. All right, so you guys follow eventually Zoc, who's over by the docks, screaming Scooter, and Vid, you come up just after Zoc, who's just out yelling, looking for anyone named Scooter, and by the time everyone else makes their way up there, you see this guy come out of this house here to the right. This one right here, and Tab and Nat and Vid, you guys recognize this guy as Scooter, and he comes out and he's like rubbing his eyes and like rubbing his head. What in the hell do you want?
Scooter! We need a ship! We gotta fix this! Scooter!
Do you know
Please.
what time it is? Do you?
We need to fix this! Please give me a ship!
Can I still tackle him even when he's talking without rolling the dice?
Yeah, I mean, you're there if you want to tackle him. Yeah, he's a small creature, so that's, we'll double check, just to see. Go ahead and roll a strength check with, and Vid, you do the same, or sorry, Zoc, you do the same thing, but with disadvantage.
Is he still wet? Because then
he's
he would
still
get
a gnome.
Vid.
Yeah, he's still a gnome. So
No, I
No,
dropped.
no,
I
wet.
dropped.
oh, you dropped that.
I
Yeah,
dropped
so
it, yeah.
he's not really still wet. Moist is a
Oh.
better term.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Oh,
say,
all the
wouldn't that make
clothes.
Yeah, all the clothes.
more? Yeah, wouldn't that make Vid more? You know.
We'll find out.
I didn't think of that, but I'm still gonna do it anyway because he did that to me last time. I'm gonna do the same thing to him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man. Yeah. Just barely. Yeah, Vid, he's still screaming to get a boat and all that stuff, and Vid, Zoc, as you're talking, Vid just comes up behind you and just like grabs you and tosses you to the ground. Vid, as soon as you do that, you feel terrible for doing that. You feel like you've done something terribly wrong.
Look, man, I am so sorry I had to do this, but you need to calm down.
It's me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm also sorry. Look, and there's like some tears coming in my eyes. I'm so sorry, but I had to calm you down.
I'm sorry, man.
So the two of them almost together hugging each other at this point, apologizing to each other, and Scooter's kind of looking at him like just really weird. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I got a boat, but it probably best if you wait till daylight to go out on the lake, you know, pretty dark out there.
No, you don't understand. We need it now.
Yes, yeah. No. It's okay. We can survive this, man. We can fucking survive this.
You two gonna be okay? You had... Oh, I know it. You two had some of that water there, didn't you?
Oh.
No. I mean, I'm sorry. I did. I'm sorry.
I don't know about myself, but he definitely did. So I'm trying to go and take him back to the inn, okay? I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna go back to the inn, okay? Come on, we need to go. We need to fucking go. We need to. I'll go with Sophia. We need to go. We need to fucking go now. Shut the fuck up. Go now.
He's just kind of looking over the. I did tell you not to take the water, right? Well, I guess I didn't tell you. And he like looking at you, Zoc. But yeah, I mean the rest of you, I feel like y'all should know. You know, don't get in the water. It hadn't been good. It hadn't been good. But if you all want a boat, I will be here in the morning, bright and early. Maybe not quite so bright, since he just nonchalantly looks at his arm, even though there's nothing there. Just even though it's about midnight, I guess I'll go back to sleep.
Wait. Question. Do you eat the crab though?
Yeah, them crabs was good.
Then what the fuck? How come you're not like all like infected or some shit like that? Like how do you feel?
Look, I told you before, them crabs is underwater.
Oh my god, we're going to.
Please.
Oh, no.
Can you give me a shift now? I'll do anything. I'll do anything.
Okay, can I knock the living? Can I fucking karate chop his head, like his neck, and make him go fucking sleep so he can shut the fuck up?
No. No. You can try to like hold him and keep him. So all of this that is happening, I'm gonna ask. What is everyone else doing who's watching this? Everyone who, except for Dante. Dante, you've definitely finished your thing by now. Would you have gone?
Yeah.
Would you have gone anywhere?
After
finishing it?
for the others for sure.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say that you kind of like meander up towards the end of this conversation as it's happening. And we'll go to the other people. So let's see. Barry, you've been awfully quiet through all of this. How do you feel about what's going on right now?
Oh no, we lost Barry too.
No, he's
muted.
On mute. He's muted.
You're muted. Everybody's muted.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. There he is.
Hey. I'm gonna. At this point, you feel like we need that boat. Need a boat. Because these people, he's just looking at these people. He's like, "Hey, we might need a boat like now or something." Because I don't think these two will survive the night.
Okay. Luno, how are you feeling about this situation?
I'm going to say I've been a little bit confused from the heat, and I'm not sure, but I'm going to be interested about what's going on, or like seeing how they're acting, and if we can get a boat now, if we can just grab one, we'll go ahead and do it, because fuck waiting.
Yes, you tell him, Ludo. Tell him.
Real quick question.
midnight.
Yeah, real quick question for Zoc. Zoc, and I think I'm not sure if you did this on purpose or not. Did you ever give the ring back?
No, it's still. It should be still on me.
You handed it to Zoc so he could read it with his familiar, but Zoc eventually took off, and I'm not sure he actually gave that ring back.
Nor he fucking read it.
I mean, for the
he didn't say
sake of
anything.
narrative, I think I'll give it back.
Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to see if you were if you would have kept that or given it back. Okay, so Luna, yeah, you're still wearing it. Okay, Natalia, how do you feel?
Well, how much of this conversation with Scooter did we actually catch? Because we were following behind, but we weren't exactly chasing.
Right, you would have caught some of this. Basically, you'd have come up as he was asking, did you take any water? And Zoc was like, yes, I'm sorry. And so then Vid would have been like, well, how are the crabs? And the crabs were unaffected. They were under the water. That sort of deal. So you came up just as that bit was happening.
To be honest, when he said crabs underwater and he's not affected by it, I was like fucking bamboozled. Like how? I was like, what the fuck?
Stop with
You
the
don't
fucking
fuck with
crap.
him, bro. You don't fuck with Scooter, my guy. His charisma's at 20
Right.
all the time.
All the time. So Nat, how do you feel about this situation?
Nat's getting fed up with everything at the moment. Wants to go back to sleep.
Hey, you got cut out. You got cut out.
That's all right. We got the gist of it. Go ahead.
Okay. But since it looks like maybe most of the party wants to just go ahead and get the ship now, she's gonna wait and see what happens.
All right.
She's kind of giving Tav a confused look at this point.
Yeah. Speaking of Tav, Tav.
Yeah, and Tab's response is like, I'm so sorry that they woke you up. Yeah, it seems like we are gonna have our hands full for the next few days. But good news, Scooter, we've taken on the responsibility of fixing this little water issue for the whole town, so you don't have to worry about your coconuts once we get the problem done. We were directed to be able to use a boat, though. Did the leader come talk to you?
Oh yeah, Chalk, man, he's something else. Yeah, I got a boat. I know what you want. Give me a minute. Let me go get that boat. And he goes out. he walks away from you all first. And he goes out back behind his little hut deal. Oh, I can't draw. He goes out back behind his little hut deal, not in the water, but just behind his house. And about 10 to maybe 30 seconds after he disappears, you hear this this skiff of a boat with some sort of mechanical contraption on the back of it.
Oh gosh.
Comes out, and you can see as he comes out that there is a very big fan on the back of this boat, and he comes out and it swaves out, and he turns it around and comes down. Oh, well, I can't draw again. He comes out and does a little turn here and comes down into the dock, and you can hear him yelling off into the distance, "Hello, come on over!"
I run.
It's pretty loud as you get close. This is a very loud vehicle, and as you get close, it is really hard to hear what everyone's saying. It all sounds pretty muffled over the sound of this big, giant fan blade. It's like a 10-foot fan that's blowing behind it, and he just looks around if anyone else is going. He looks at Zoc and, do you know how to run this thing?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh no.
Does anyone else follow Zoc?
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
I
We don't want to fuck the boat.
Yeah.
I'm probably got affected because my thought of revenge, but now I feel so bad about it. I need to fix this. I'm going to the boat.
Who has night vision? Just wondering.
I do.
I do.
Yeah, well, I do. I also do.
Okay, so at least 3 of us. Okay.
I think it's everyone but Nat and Chevalier.
Yeah.
I'd like for everyone, since it seems like everyone's going to be getting on this boat, I'd like for everyone to just go ahead and roll me a, let's say
How big is this boat?
It's big enough to hold all of you, fairly comfortably, actually. If you guys have ever seen an actual airboat, it's actually pretty similar to that, except it's generally made out of wood. It's not quite as sturdy as modern day airboats sort of deal, but it is very similar. A giant fan, not encased in a cage, very dangerous.
Perfect.
But you're all not quite sure how it runs, but it seems to run pretty good. And if everyone could roll me a intelligence check, or I'm gonna say survival actually. Either one of those.
Survival?
Yeah. If you want to roll me a survival or an intelligence check, we'll just do some of the pre-checks here. As you all begin getting on the boat, question mark?
Survival.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so close to being a
Wait.
3. Thank God.
It's not
Oh
a saving
my
throw, right?
No, it's not a saving
Yes.
throw. It's intelligence check or a survival check.
Oh, intelligence.
The will to live.
So just the D20. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
just
make an
D20.
initiative check.
I keep getting the most shittiest roll. My luck is fucking bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, does it have any seats?
Not as worse as Zox.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to describe.
I
Yeah,
get
it does have seats. It's very much like a rowboat, actually. If you were sitting on a rowboat, this instead does not have any oars on the side. It has a very giant fan on the back of it.
Hang on, I'm gonna send some pictures.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Lol.
All right, so yeah, as you guys kind of get on, Scooter kind of explains a bit of the operations and yeah, basically like that, except with more seats and a bit wider. It's not a easy vessel to maneuver, but Scooter seems really adept at it. So the boat, if you're looking at that image, the boat would not have a cage on it, and it would have 6 seats on the side, like 3 seats on either side, and 1 seat back in the back to whoever's going to control the boat.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. I call shotgun
Just
because I am not sitting next to a fan.
So that bears the next question, and Scooter does ask this. Who's gonna run the thing?
Well, most of us, 2 of us are blind right now, so.
I'll
Yeah.
try.
You'll try, Zoc?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have bird eye view. I can play it like a video game.
Oh no!
Oh god.
What's that?
Does he,
What's
oh,
that?
does he say he has a bird eye view?
Maybe.
Yeah, he probably actually would.
Oh god.
And if I remember, you can also see 120-foot dark vision
Yes.
or night vision. Yeah. What's another word for night vision in D&D?
It's dark vision.
It's dark vision.
Dark vision. I was right. Okay. I can only see 60 feet.
I got 14
Okay,
or
so,
13, whichever one you want to do.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do the modifier.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. It's not gonna matter. I just wanted to know who's gonna do what. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah. There's the second image is much closer to how you guys are gonna be sitting on this boat.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very similar. So it'll be a wood boat with no cage, and a huge ass fan behind you. All right. So
Cool.
the 7 of you get on, and as you're getting off, you hear like Scooter just explaining things. Well, this lever goes here, and you're gonna want to make sure that you don't do the thing with this over here. And he just he rattles off a whole bunch of stuff, Zoc, and let me make sure your roll here.
Wait,
Yeah,
get on?
and you do understand what he's telling you and how to operate this boat. It seems like you are able to pick up how to maneuver this boat pretty well. And Scooter just kind of like hops off the boat onto the dock and like turns around, waves. Oh, get up, go! And just like he's waving at you. He says bye. And Zoc?
Is everyone on?
Wait, how is he gonna control it if he's quote unquote flying?
In the meantime, I'll tell my familiar to fly straight north to see whatever
Okay.
he can find.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Nat is not on the boat yet.
Nat is not on the
Nat
boat
is still
yet.
standing on the dock.
All right. So yeah, Scooter's standing next to you, just looking at you. Well, you gotta get on.
I want to ask Scooter if there's like any aquatic life we should look out for.
Just for shits and giggles, he tells you about a crocodile. No, I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't specify anything that you should look out for. Not in this boat, anyway. If you were in a smaller vessel, there might be some things to look out for. But this boat's, it's in his words, pretty damn sturdy.
Yeehaw!
Since he said that, I am way more worried right now. Like I have more worry.
So Natalia, everyone, I believe everyone is on the boat except for Natalia. Yes?
Natalia, please!
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
Are we
having
serious?
second thoughts over here.
Nat is signing. Are we seriously doing this right now in the middle of the night?
Yes!
Can
Did you see me? Can you hear me right now? I'm a fucking junkie! Quick!
Please, can I do something to shut him up or knock his ass out to sleep?
I'm driving the boat!
You guys catch like every other word as you guys are talking, yelling over this fan. So like literally you hear like Zoc is screaming like please, but you only hear the plea, and Vid is like, can I him like that sort of deal.
Well,
I'm not there with him.
The hearing doesn't really matter for Nat. It's
Yep.
You cut out. The hearing doesn't matter for Nat. What?
It's more a matter of can she see them with how dark it is.
I mean, you could definitely.
'Cause if she can see them, she can understand them.
She probably can't see them. But Scooter's definitely like looking at you, like pointing at the boat, like you getting on sort of looks.
I would use minor illusion to create some words in front of Natalia. Says, "I'll die in 2 days, please."
Dante, what were you gonna ask?
Will comprehend language allow me to speak to Nat?
Yes, actually, it would.
Well, it would allow you to understand the sign language.
Yeah, not
It wouldn't let you
speak.
speak sign
Yeah,
language.
not speak, but
Yeah,
you would
that's
be
why,
able
like,
to understand what
talk.
she's saying. Yeah,
But
I can't
if
talk
that's-
back to her?
correct. It doesn't.
Oh,
it doesn't
shit.
give you fluency in that language. It gives you a understanding of that language, so you can read
Mhm.
it, but that doesn't mean you can speak it.
Okay.
That said, you are aware that Nat is able to read lips, so she can. As long as you can talk to her and she can see your mouth moving, she can understand you.
Right.
hmm
The trick is understanding her.
So Natalia, as you're standing there on the boat, on the dock, words come up in front of the air, just in front of Zoc, that just says, "Get on the boat, please. I will die in 2 days."
Nat sighs and just like signs in the general direction of everybody on the boat. You all are crazy. And then she'll get on the boat.
Wait, I'm not on the boat. I wanted to make that clear. I'm gonna try and tell Nat not to get on the boat.
Oh
And
man.
try to have some reason. So you could do this when we're all fucking like able to see. When we're all able to see. I mean, I can see, but not everybody can.
Well, I think
I
everyone
mean, I can
except
light a torch.
yeah, I mean everyone except for Dante and Natalia were on the boat. So yeah, because no one else told me that they weren't getting on the boat. So
We should wait for them. We should definitely wait for them.
God
yeah.
damn it.
Get on the boat, Dante!
Dante, you hear boat?
Can I just like flick him off?
Yeah.
I will flick him off.
And get on the boat.
Do you get on?
Do you get on the
Dante?
boat?
I'll get on the boat and turn off the fan if I'm able to,
Why would you turn off the fan?
so we can communicate and
Oh,
have this
my
man
goodness.
start
Oh
making
man.
this shebang.
Like,
Back
as-
on.
Yeah.
as soon as Nat gets on the boat, she starts pulling a torch out of her supplies and getting it lit.
Okay. Yep. So Zoc, as Dante gets on the boat, he walks past all the seats directly back to you and starts to try to fiddle with the things that you're touching.
Alright, sit down, Dante. I'll drive.
Now are you going to drive?
Yeah, I agree on Dante here. How the fuck you gonna
Don't
drive
you
your
need
small?
to?
I don't
Fly.
know, and I don't care. We gotta go.
Zoc, everyone's on the boat.
Alright, I'll give you 5 seconds to sit down. 5, 2, 1.
I mean, I sit
Yeah.
down, but I'm still trying to understand how he's going to drive.
You guys,
I mean,
well, you
I
have
mean,
dark
sure.
vision. Yeah, you have dark vision, so you would have seen Scooter like explaining, like doing hand motions, explaining levers and stuff on it.
Yeah, I saw Scooter's instructions, right?
Right. Yeah. So those of you who had dark vision, you'd have been able to see that Scooter was giving instructions to Zoc.
Okay.
Alright,
All right,
ready?
you head out.
Oh god.
Turns on.
Yeah. With a like a really. You back out and turn around and manage to make your way gracefully out of this place and straight out into the lake. And we
Somehow.
we're going to go ahead and switch it over real quick. Real quick. Just so you know where you're headed. From here, you're going to go up and. Real quick question, Zoc. This might be me not remembering. With your vision from your familiar, do you have to lose your senses in order to gain its senses?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, I have to
Yes.
alt tab between the two. vision.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Just
Mhm.
curious. So yeah, as you guys start going into the lake, at one point you guys feel the boat kind of lurch a little bit to the right as Zoc, as you switch to your familiar to see if it's found anything. Those of you sitting in the boat, there's a sudden like jerk to the right as Zoc is like goes limp all of a sudden.
It's okay. It's just nerds.
to be clear, he doesn't have to jump his senses to be able to telepathically communicate with his familiar.
Correct, but
So
he
he can
wanted
ask it if it's found anything, but
right.
Yeah.
He said he was looking through it. That's why I wanted to ask.
I mean, I just only
Okay.
tap in for a few seconds and then go back.
Right. So yeah,
But-
there's
Okay.
a fairly hard lurch to the right for about 2 seconds, and you guys look back, and Zoc is leaning, leaning a bit. And Zoc, for those few seconds, your bird doesn't see anything close because it only has 120 feet night vision, dark vision. So it still doesn't see anything as it flies north, and you shift back and you realize that you've been a little skewed for a minute, and do your quick course correction, continuing north. And this happens unless anyone's stopping. This happens a couple more times as Zoc flashes back and forth between his familiar and not sharp shift to the left, sharp shift to the right, that sort of deal. Zoc, you do eventually find, your familiar does see land as you get I would say probably several tens of miles into this lake. So this is going to take roughly about an hour or two before you see any signs of this island. And you do, in fact, see signs of this island as you shift back, and I'm assuming you would head towards the landmass, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you shift towards the landmass, and I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the other map. Bam, down.
Why do I feel a sudden sense
On-
of danger?
Cool.
On the way, I'll
that's
talk a little bit.
Oh, yeah? Are you going to be like a tour guide sort of deal?
No, I'll say, okay, I'm so sorry I get all of you into this mess. I'll repay it, I promise.
You guys hear, sorry, mess, hey! As you guys are driving around this boat, because Zach, you said you were speaking that, so you guys are only able to pick up a few words as he's saying that to all of you. And you do finally make it to this island. It does take about 2 hours. You guys are actually moving at a really fast pace in this boat. This boat's going close to 70 feet a second. It's really fast. So you guys are making really good head time. And Zach, with everyone with dark vision, you guys see the island come up pretty quick on you. Zach, I'm gonna have you make me a. Man,
Oh no.
I'm gonna have you make
Ramming
me a
speed.
check. Yeah, let's. How do I make you check for an airboat landing?
Oh,
Thanks, maybe?
I guess Constitution, since
Yeah.
he's going all freaking out and shit.
No, we'll say Dex. Yeah, let's see if your
Dex, yeah,
reflexes
okay.
are fast enough to stop this boat in time.
you're gonna get us all killed in one swoop.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, so you guys hear the fan like slow, like, and the boat starts to slow down. And as you guys get closer and closer, Zach, you are able to slow the boat down, and the boat kind of comes into land. As it hits the ground, you all lurch forward a little faster than you were expecting. But you do make landfall on the boat as it lodges itself up onto the shore. And just for size sake, this island is actually pretty large. It's not as small as this map makes it look. If you're looking at visuals, if your boat is about that big.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
I can't see it yet.
These are some big trees then.
yes, very big trees.
Okay. Cool.
I will see it in a few seconds and then react.
It's it's fine.
Okay, I have a question about this map.
Yeah, don't look at it too hard. I spent all of maybe 20 minutes putting this together, just in case you guys managed to make it here tonight, and I'm so glad I did.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's how big the boat is?
Yeah. It's a big place.
Oh shit.
So off in the distance, you see a very large temple-looking structure. It's about a mile off. Not too terribly far, but you will have to walk a bit onto the island and stuff. Those of you with dark vision, as you made your way around the shore, you did notice that, and I'm going to do it here, just zoom in. The water was actually shadowed differently. It was darker over to the left side. You weren't able to see exactly what was going on, but it was darker over to the left side.
Okay.
So you all make landfall. Who gets out of the boat?
Me, of course.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I will follow straight behind this
just-
man.
I
It's
follow
just-
behind Dante.
What time
Just
of day is
grass
it now?
Yeah, it's basically just grassland.
It's like 2 in the morning.
Okay.
I want to make sure not to touch the water.
What time does it take us to get there?
It's roughly 2 a.m.
Like an hour
Okay.
and a half.
Yep.
I must be lonely.
Yep. And oddly enough, you start to see a little light coming from the far west coast. Rising wherever the sun rises from.
The west?
You start to see just a hint, very small hint of light.
Gabe, are we speedrunning?
Speed running?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you? Yeah. Are you all dashing through this island?
Oh no! I meant like, are we speedrunning this episode? Because we're over here.
Kind of feels like it.
No, not really.
I am speedrunning.
It didn't feel like
Yeah.
it for like the first 2 hours. Now we're like, oh, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're running a one-off, and you guys are like, all right, we got to make it to the end. Let's go.
That's
We
basically
live
that.
happily ever after.
You're fine. It's all good. So yeah,
Are there any moons? Like, how bright is it out for those of us without?
it's not overly bright, but there is enough light for you guys, those without dark vision, to kind of see the ground. Natalia, your torch would have gone out a while ago as soon as that boat took off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah. But
She is currently in the process of lighting another torch.
okay, that's fair. So
That's how.
Zoc, you get out, and what do you do? What do you say? What do you do?
That's how. I'll give you 10 torches. I'll give you 100 torches. Please help me.
Oh man.
She's like doesn't even respond to that.
I feel like Natalia is just over here like clicking flint and stone together to like light this torch, and
Oh, yeah.
and Zoc
Oh, yeah.
like just
Yeah.
calmly trying to light it, and Zoc's like, "Let's go!"
Yeah, he's basically
Wait,
like that.
Give me the fucking torch.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
alright.
I just light it with my shocking grasp?
Not with shocking grasp. If you have some sort of
Oh,
flame,
yeah.
so if you have some sort of flame, firebolt, that sort of deal, you
No.
could light it.
Or prestidigitation.
Or prestidigitation, yes, that would work too.
Luno would work.
Luno, do you light a
Yeah,
torch?
I would. Well, I don't need it, but I will light the torch for whoever needs the torch lit.
All right. So you guys,
120 dark vision. Yeah.
so you guys,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So you guys have a torch, and you guys are all standing on the shore. Feel free to move your icons.
You
those
know
of
what?
you who are in it. What?
When the torch lights itself magic to light it, she throws it in the water and pulls out another torch to light.
Oh my
She,
fucking
she-
god!
she is not in the best. She is not in the best of moods right now.
Fair enough.
Zoc is just over here like digging in the dirt with anxiety. All right, so we'll try and get everyone in. I don't
He's
actually
pulling
think,
what
yeah,
little hair he has.
actually I don't think we'll need tokens for this. We'll see. So you guys make your way over. Eventually, after Natalia slowly lights her torch, Zoc leading the charge. Is anyone else following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You make. Yeah.
Have to get back with Natalia.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep.
All right, so
Looking
you
towards
guys
the
make your way up to this large ass temple, quite large, and it's something odd. It seems odd about this. You all are not familiar with this area. You're not sure why there'd be a temple here, but this temple looks really old, and it looks like it should be sealed, but the door is wide open. As you make your way up, there are two statues of the same old god, and let me get my. It is the god Forseti, so Norse god of justice and lawmaking, essentially. For those of you who are not familiar, very similar to Tyr, but not quite the same. So
very good.
yeah, so it's
Righteousness.
Yep, basically, yeah. So as you guys make your way up closer, you do see that the door is wide open for a temple that looks like it should be sealed.
Can I make an investigation check of why it's open?
Yeah, go for it. Anyone else want to make an investigation, or I almost said instigation, investigation or perception? Anyone else who wants to
I
look
don't know.
around?
I think instigation is the right role at this point.
I think so. Yeah. I think I'd just make you all roll instigation rolls.
I just wanted to know if there was like anything weird about the island, like a musty mist or
Let's
something.
go.
Oh man.
But I guess I'll give this a roll.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead, Zach.
I'll get my familiar to go for a bird eye view of this island. See
Wait, what
what's
was it
around.
again? Perception?
Perception or investigation, either one.
Oh, or
I-
4%.
Okay.
I got 30-23.
Yeah, I see
Damn
that.
it.
I didn't hear the perception part, so add 2 to that. So
Add 2?
15.
Okay.
I would have done perception.
15. All right. So as you guys are looking around, actually, I actually don't see Zach. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say. Okay.
It's 17 for
17.
my familiar.
Okay, sounds good. So your familiar is flying around the island looking for anything that it can find. It does find something weird. It seems that there's some sort of red, viscous liquid at the back of this temple streaming out from through a crack in the wall. Just because you rolled that high, your familiar can see something weird flowing out of the back of this temple. Those of you around the front looking at all the things, Natalia, you do. So anyone who would worship, any of your characters that worship the old gods, you would recognize this as a temple for Seti. You would recognize this temple. And as you guys get closer and look, Luno, or I'm sorry, Vid, you're kind of like looking around and checking things out. You do see a few weird things, and Tav kind of points out a few more, and Luno as well. And you recognize that there are, in fact, footprints, fairly large footprints. You would probably estimate this whatever humanoid being to be close to 8 or maybe 9 feet tall, just based on foot size. It's little
Berry-sized
big.
footprints.
Yeah, it's berry-sized footprints. Yeah, you guys would know. You guys would know a little bit about what that looks like. And as you make your way up to it, you do kind of see a plaque that says. Well, it basically says that this is a mausoleum, but it does not specify any name or anything else. It really is. It's very vague.
I think we hit the jackpot, the source of the problem.
Does anyone go
What do you-
inside?
Nat kind of signs back at Zoc. We can't know that just by showing up here and seeing barely anything yet. Let's
I
not
s-
jump to conclusions.
I saw some shitty liquids behind the temple, okay?
Oh, really? Thank you for sharing that.
Why are you so sarcastic? Okay, I'm sorry I raised
Because
my
you
voice.
dragged me out here in the middle of when I wanted to go to sleep. I'll be as
Okay.
sarcastic as I want to be.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Oh man.
Mind, sarcasm probably doesn't translate very well through sign language, but I'm imagining it does.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fine. We'll
Imagine
play with
hand,
it.
jerky
The body
hand
language is
motion.
there for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, how about this? I'll go first, but I want to do a stealthy.
You want to stealth in? Roll me a stealth
Yeah,
check.
stealth it. Hang on, let me just go back to the application again.
The
My
non-rogue keeps doing the stealth stuff.
Right?
my invisible familiar will follow
17.
him.
Okay. Yeah. So Vid, you kind of like do one of those. What's the word I'm looking for? Mr. Oh my God!
Like
what's
a 007?
Yeah, like
Mr.
like
Flashful?
yeah. Well, I kind of imagine like a much more tactful, untactful version, like the Pink Panther hiding against the wall. You guys see Vid. You guys see Vid like. You guys see Vid like looking around, looking at the door, and he like puts his back to the one of the statues and like backs around clockwise around one of the statues, and then you guys see him disappear. Like he just vanishes. And Vid, you go inside, and both Vid and Zoc. This is nighttime. I was actually expecting you guys to make it here during the day, so ignore the the lighting. You go inside and you see this is in fact a shrine, a mausoleum for the god Forseti. There is a small shrine to Forseti, a prayer bench. There are 2 windows on the back wall, and to your left you see a broken and shattered tomb that seems to have been broken open. And you can roll me another investigation check. Everyone else outside, do you all head in?
I would like to, yes.
Nat waits.
Behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would head in.
I got 13.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right. Everyone inside, you all can also roll a investigation check for the tomb. If you look at that, it looks to be broken from the inside. From the inside out, anyone who rolls a 13 or higher. And on the other side of the room, however, is a very unsettling sight. Those of you who follow the old gods, you recognize this figure immediately. This is actually Forseti, and they are dead. Blood is still pooling out of their body, out of the out of the body and along the back wall. And Zoc, you are fairly certain that this is that viscous liquid that you saw floating into the water.
Oh boy, this is it.
Okay. I want to talk to the
Just
group.
curious, how many people in our group actually do worship the gods?
I am not from here.
So not Dante.
Not me as well? I don't know who I'm worshipping.
Neither do I.
That's fair.
Same fucking thing. Yeah,
So,
same here.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, there are 2 sets of pantheons in this. So the new gods, which would be Egyptian pantheon, and the old gods, which are Norse. So you guys can still have a chance to choose if you want to follow one or more of the older new gods. So that's where we're going with this. So yeah.
Remind me again, what city, like Karth?
Followed the old gods.
Okay, so yeah, old gods.
Okay.
DM, I think we discussed. I'm worshipping something. That
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I already. Well, yeah, you don't. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. You probably wouldn't recognize this either. So basically, Tav, out of the group, it sounds like you're the only one who would recognize this figure immediately. Everyone else, you can roll me a history. Actually, you can roll me a religion check.
Gabe, would there be any noticing of, like, because my god sheds me with the god of blood and wine, would I notice that there was any new god tampering?
Well, what was your investigation roll? 13?
13.
Ooh, man.
Wait. Luna's from Karth, but goes for the new gods?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's why I let you all check. Wow. So Vid and Dante, both of you actually, even though Dante, you're from a different dimension.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, both of you actually recognize this as Forseti as well.
I brushed upon my.
Yeah, you brushed up on your
traveling.
So yeah, this is one of the gods that is dead before you. In this temple to itself, and there is a tombstone that is busted and broken, and there is a plaque. Those of you who went over to look at the tomb, on the tombstone, it reads "Tomb of Scam," which is roughly translate to "Tomb of Shame." May the deceiver's name and soul be lost for eternity, is what that tombstone reads. And those of you who rolled a 13 or higher, you do, in fact, see that this tombstone is busted from the inside out.
Can you post that?
What the
What
Can you
the
can you say again what is on the tomb?
I will post it here. 1 second.
So basically, the tomb was destroyed from the inside. We had a dead god spilling god blood over here. So the reason why Zoc is fucking freaking out and we're feeling sorry for ourselves for no goddamn reason is because his blood was infusing by the water.
Yeah,
That's
good
a
job,
lot of blood.
Sherlock.
Can we take the tombstone with us?
You
Yeah,
can. It'll take some work to detach it, since it's stone. But you could
I don't
potentially
think
take
that
it
would
off.
be a good idea.
I'm guessing someone's like messed with it, right? Obviously, it's not.
Well, so the tombstone is like the plaque in front of the tomb. So you could take that plaque off. The tomb itself is busted and broken. It's all a shambles. And those, you guys could see that it was from the inside out, which is very much unsettling. On top of the fact that there is a dead god on the other side.
Can I investigate the body? Like, how the fuck did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah. You.
Scary.
Yeah, you walk over to the body, and it is quite unsettling. The body is mangled. There are cuts, small, tiny cuts all over the place. Luno, what god did you say you followed?
Shezmu.
Okay. I actually learned about that one today because I was looking at some other stuff. Okay. So, Luno, this looks familiar, but it's not to do with your god. But this does look familiar. This does look like new god work or something very similar. It doesn't really read as because you are so adept at, killing and stuff like that, you're actually able to read this sort of situation. And it does not read like you would expect it to read if it was a god-on-god killing. If that makes sense.
More of like followers, like acolytes or something like that, killing.
Possibly, you're not able to,
100%.
determine that, but it's definitely not a god-on-god killing. Some
Okay.
other non-god being killed this god, which is even more unsettling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eso no me gusta,
But
señor.
why do I get the feeling that the killer who killed this god was not alone? As you said, there was in small cuts, and he's a fucking guy. And I doubt one person can kill one guy. It has to be some sort of fucking group that kill a god.
It doesn't mean it has to be a person. It could be like think
A demon?
think
A monster.
well no think Titans versus the Roman or Greek
Well,
pantheon.
I do believe about the Titans because since we got in, you say we saw like a footprint the size of Barry's fucking big ass foot. I'm like, damn.
It was Barry all along.
It was Barry all along. Barry's been killing people left and right.
Case closed.
Case closed.
It may not be.
Call me number
It
one
may not be
detective.
gods, but it might be godlike creatures.
Yeah, that's where that's probably a fair assumption, Luno. I feel like Luna would probably jump to that assumption.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we can't read in here?
So actually everything in there you guys can all read. It's actually in a common language, which is how you're able to read the plaque and the shrine, and tell, what everything is to. It does look like the shrine was actively in use. The candelabras are still lit. A couple of the candles are out, but it was still active. Kind of one of the more obtuse, interesting things about this whole situation is this is the first god that's been seen in roughly 100 years. And they're dead.
And we're gonna be the ones to move the god from 100 years because he's infusing all his blood to the water, and that's causing what that reptile said, like justice, rebellion, stuff like that.
But how do we undo my problem?
Well,
I don't think touching him would be a good way to start things off.
So
okay, hey Dante, can you do me a favor? Can you burn the body?
it is roughly 8 o'clock, and I think this is actually a beautiful spot to leave it as a cliffhanger for next week. To figure out, let you guys, give you guys some time to think over, mull over this situation. You guys can talk about it outside. Just let me know if you guys have conversations in character outside of this, and we will pick up right here next week and figure out what you all are going to do about this situation that has become much more troublesome than you probably thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
We just want ourselves some armor, man.
To be honest, I was about to tell Dante, hey, use your fireball to burn that body.
Why me?
I don't think any natural means is going to destroy this.
Fuck, you're right. He's a god.
Well, you'll
Moving it
have
would be
to.
pointless.
Also, if you want to get paid, we're bringing the body back.
At least the head.
No. Dante said it would be even worse. It would be even worse for us because if we touch his blood, we might become like Zoc.
Yeah, definitely.
Just out of curiosity, would anyone actually? I'm reading chat now. Would anyone actually go back out and tell Natalia?
Not yet.
Yeah, because Nat doesn't even hear you talking in there. She has no idea what's going on in there.
Actually,
yeah.
Nat, while
For
you're
sure.
out there watching, I would like for you, before we get off, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yeah, Nat needs to stay out there.
Okay.
Oh, since I suggested about the burning body, she's gonna be fucking pissed at me, isn't she?
She doesn't know you said that.
Right?
Yeah.
She can't even hear you, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Well, I'll mull over that for the next week, and I will leave you guys here. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. I'm looking forward to how this all plays out. I'm super excited now.
Yeah. I'll
we
make
do it
sure I
tomorrow?
don't pass out next time either.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I don't even know. How does that even
I-
happen, Luno?
I was laying here and I got warm and comfy and I don't know. The time change. I blame it on the time change.
Blame it on the time change. All right, that's fair. That's
Hey,
fair.
To be honest, I was also sleepy, but in the middle of the game.
Well, I just lost I just passed out. Honestly, I remember. Last thing I remember was oh shit, what was it? We were about to go talk to the lizard dude, or at least that's the last. Was Tav was like,
Yep.
yeah, what are we doing? And then I
That's
passed
the last
out.
time I remember you talking too.